Folks, another Salon Series Weekly coming to you from downtown Seattle. This is the 101st Salon Series Weekly. We're looking at a little 101 action this week. First lesson is who's in first seed. We've been taught this lesson many times. Dr. Danny Pham has the only bye in this 33-person bracket tonight. Just the nature of how putting brackets together works, power 4, so on and so forth. But other top-seeded players we have going down the list. Kasiski at 5. Jake Ryan at 2. The illustrious Jake Ryan pulling up at seed 2 is actually crazy. K-Pop at 3, staying solid. I think we have a surprise here somewhere. Colin at 6 is just, it's previously some mercy. Colin at 6 is like, bro, pulling up way too fast for my comfort. Biscuit kind of trailing at 10, but it's just because he's been going to school a lot more, so he hasn't had time to put in the grind to get those stats shaped up. So we could be looking at kind of an upset run for him in terms of just strictly the seeding. Tommy at 12. Dak Josh at 4 is what I wanted to point it out. Bowie at 9, our Dalsim player. Dak Josh Rashid here at number 4. There's some level of consistency that I'm not seeing because it's happening on the pool side and they're streaming other matches. But a little bit surprising seeing at number 4. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make it to 4th place. No disrespect. More of like a top 6, top 8 kind of guy here. But really looking for that deep run to prove me wrong and prove the seeding right. So that'll be a player to watch as well. K-Pop, I feel like very strong player, but also prone to being some chokes, some upsets, a victim of a lot of upsets, I feel like. Players like Colin, where I'm not expecting him to be up, or Dak Josh, that high in the seeding. K-Pop could be one of the victims there, so we do have to keep our eye on that potential as well. Also, just love to see K-Pop hold strong against the line, because he's on that threshold of really everybody past me is really proven their worth, and anybody below me still has a lot of work to put in, which personally I think makes for some juicy matches. So let's take a look at the venue here proper. Everybody's getting in their seats to see how these matches are lighting up. It's because they're getting started on the setup. So what's looking good? We got Meissen and Bowie, but who is PL sitting down next to Meissen and Bowie is the real question here. Oh, that's a nice jacket. The Salon jacket being represented by Tommy ODB. We see huge ass, and is this the match? Is this the match? Huge ass and Tim, you bet. That's definitely the match for sure. Let's take a look at the stats that we have on these players as soon as they get seated. Tim on the right plays Guile. Huge ass on the left playing Jamie. Both these characters pretty strong in their own right. Jamie kind of slept on because he's traditionally been a pretty bad character. But recently, I feel like Jamie's been the benefit of some buffs, and also if you're a character that isn't frequently played, the matchup is just not going to be as familiar for your opponents, and that's a big boon to you. They just don't know about the matchup you do. In the opposite end, if you're playing a very common character, Akuma, Ryu, everybody knows these matches, so they're going to be so much more familiar with how to play. So, you know, Huge Ass might be able to catch Tim out. with some cheeky setups, which Jamie definitely has. On the other hand, Tim, much more of a familiar opponent for Hujas. We'll see how that comes into play. Winners round 2, technically, because round 1 is a single match. So we're getting everything started. On the right is the... Oh, it's an Elena versus Elena match. Both these guys are playing footsies or button checking. I like the footsies. I'll say it's footsies. It looks like they're button checking, though. They're adjusting stuff, yeah. Come on, fellas, you're fucking killing me here. I think they're like, let's go, let's keep playing. They're not worried about it. So, you know, this is a very serious bracket. I'm not going to say it's not serious, but these guys at the lower end, they're taking it easy and they're not feeling the pressure in terms of keeping it all 100% kosher. We got some pork in here. That's all right. I like some shellfish from time to time, but we keep it off the books. We don't tell the rabbis here, so make sure PL taking a look from the backside, or else he'll be a little bit dismayed. I got to be honest with you. I think Huge Ass is in the green, yes. And then in the default color, we have Tim. Tim, the Guile player. I feel like this is much more familiar for Huge Ass in terms of character similarity from Jamie to Elena. The jump from Guile to Elena, it's just kind of a bigger jump, in my opinion. Good conversion here. I believe that's one of the medium punches. Bust out shown early. Tim does like to put that OD reversal into play on Guile, so we see the same thing in Elena here, of course. One throw. No loop here for her, really. Empty jump. Catches the parry, gets the low as well, but no big conversion there. Had a huge opportunity, Tim did, but looking a little bit sloppy, slipping between his fingers now. But he escapes a bad position and also has all the strive gauge to work with. Meanwhile, Huge Ass, his meter's getting beat up, especially if he wastes it on a block DP. Tried to bait, did Tim look for that stand strong on the whiff punish? It wasn't there. Huge Ass took the opportunity to jump down. He's going to land the level 3. Wouldn't be surprised if this is enough to kill game 1. Going Huge Ass. I'm interested if Tim's going to switch up the Guile, or if he just wants to cook with the new character right now. Just try it out. Yeah, tournament practice with a character, very important to get. And you saw how these guys early on, where they're adjusting the volume and stuff like that. They want to make sure the game's correct, and they didn't run it back straight away. So tells me that Tim's not going to switch to Guile in this first round match. Let us know if there's any issues with the stream, if there's any audio issues. I think eventually PL's going to turn the lights on so we can see their faces a little bit more clearly, but for now, if you're in that 1080p, it's looking pretty good. Down at 720 might be a little tough. Big whiff again. Tim 0 for 2 on the reversals. You got to guess better than that, brother. I think Huge Ass has got this one in the bag. See Biscuit and Leica getting ready to get into their match. And I think that might be where we go next. Good games, Tim. You know, we're hitting them with the 10 right now. Huge Ass letting them know about the arithmetic involved in that combo. It's not dead yet, but you might as well be, brother. Burned out in the corner, getting fucked up. Huge Ass taking it with a P as well. In front of my camera. Dog, where's my other camera? I got baited, man. We almost had a very smooth transition. I'm kind of salty about that. And then I hit the wrong button afterwards. We're in here. Should be looking at... Oh, man, we're not running. Oh, we are. We are. What's going on? Go forward, catching him. That's Leica on the Ken. This would be a big upset if Leica were able to take this over Huge Biscuit. 100% not a Leica match here. Biscuit, because of that, maybe showing him a little bit disrespect. I don't know if Biscuit's that kind of guy. It's hard to read what kind of guy Biscuit is because he's got a wide range at play. He's a very nice guy, but he's got some nice trash talk too. And he can get a little salty, a little simmery, you know, be a little spicy. So it's hard to say if out the gates you're like, this guy's way below me, I don't have to show him that much respect, or if this is just like the cooking. We're going to find out here too. The dark side. Yes, he's so right. The dark meat is there. Less healthy, but that much more luscious. And a lot of the time, too, if you're a more advanced player, I'm not trying to put anybody anywhere in terms of skill levels, but if you're a more advanced player, you can also make some reads and just save them for later. Like, you don't have to cash in on every fucking observation you make. Oh, he does this when I do that, so I'll immediately cash out on that. You can tuck that shit away and then just roll that bitch up and smoke him later down the road. You'll see Danny do that later on. Okay. I like the tech there from Biscuit. Held on to it and then went for it afterwards. Get some bar for his troubles out of the corner. The DRC, because of that tech, allows him to get the extra extension. Drops the combo. Maybe felt like he was supposed to burn out before that, but the extra bar caught him off guard. This would be a huge upset. Okay, I was about to say, if you drop this round, bro, unforgivable. Because that was actually really nice defense leading into that offensive momentum. Stampier's DRC takes the throw, the low forward into the Jinrai. I like the homework being done here with the Super 2 reversal to punish. You're not safe. Man, that Stampier's is just so good. It's crazy. I'd be fucking annoyed. I'd be annoyed. Back on the ground. Leica just needs one round to hit match point here. Big throw for Biscuit, 3 medals. Huge whiff on the jump, and I think Biscuit, because he was expecting that jump to connect, was thrown off by that timing of the whiffed attack. Kind of left him like a deer in headlights. Leica was quick to scoop on it. Good block on that overhead. Leica finding the distance, then going right back in. What a response, knowing he wanted to get cheeky. And Leica now unfamiliar with the situation in the burnout sequences. Overwhelmed in the final moments. The Dragon Lash in was good. Biscuit's response to go for some weird cartwheel kick on block immediately was just... I mean, it was a deep read. I even want to go so far as to say it may have been an execution error. That shit was crazy. And like perhaps rightfully mindfucked because of that. Now the Stampier's has done so much work, but if Biscuit's able to space it out, see, trying to go for that fadeaway Stampier's. I like to call that the NPC Stampier's when you just walk back and swing with it. Biscuit now paying respect to that Stampier's. He went to jump in on the spacing of the stamp forward instead, but same shit, different day. Leica choosing a different button to poke in, but at the relative same spacing and timing, so Biscuit's going to be able to pick up on this quick. Leica's got to be careful about whiffing anything here. Biscuit's primed. There it is. Nice DI. The forward lurch and movement is going to prime Biscuit to go for the whiff punish there, and he's using a non-cancelable heavy button, trying to find that big punish counter on the whiff punish. Actually, great choice from Leica. The DP, huge. Did we get this? I think he doesn't know whether or not you have to block. I didn't see a punish on that, and that's kind of the mix-up too. Got to look at that super bar to see if it's a level 2 or a level 3. Come on, Leica. Oh no, the choke is here. Starting to send it back. Nice try. Just barely missing that the perfect parry on the DI. Who do we have up here next? This is Fox versus the new guy. Let's throw him on, why not? Thuglos, a.k.a. Thuglos, bro, the new guy. It's going to be Kimberly and Terry. You guys bringing the Kim. Round 2, game 1. Chip situation for Thuglos. Fox has some bar, but no life to show. Right over the can. On to final round now, game 1. Kimberly versus Terry. Thuglos shrouded in darkness. Fox shaking his head. Not happy with that one. At the corner, back to the wall. Thuglos looking absolutely ugly right now. Yeah. And now just absolutely cooking. Fox hitting that classic fadeaway. I mean, he's just always obscured behind. If he's sitting player 2, you can never see him behind player 1 because he sits further back. There's some controversy about that seating arrangement in the Tekken community. You guys are kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen that shit in Street Fighter. But, to be fair, we have seen these motherfuckers with shoeboxes and shit on their hands. So, you know, whatever, bro. Nice. I mean, if your shit is that sloppy that... Don't forget about it. Drive reversal block. No punish, though. Is that a 7-frame crouch strong? Fox, like, shaking his head. Is that a 7-frame crouch strong? Let me check the data, because it could be... Terry's got those long-range buttons, but with that range comes a price Fox just paid it. Gotta do your homework, bro. You literally playing the character. You gotta know your buttons at the very least. Let me check it out before I start talking some more. It's very likely it's 6 frames. Fox locking in round 1 despite that slip up. Crouch medium punch is 6 frames. All right. Interesting. Interesting why that punish missed. Sometimes the block stun on some attacks is a little bit weird and it ends much earlier than the animation. You act too late for the punish. There were some choice moves like that in Street Fighter V, like the Vega roll. Shout out to the Vega roll, and then just keep pressing buttons because your opponent doesn't know when the block stun actually ends. That shit was hype. The infinite. Nice reversal here. Calling out the wake-up game. Almost at burnout. Fox could make this work, especially with the critical like stuff down there. No super to spin. I think a full extension. He goes for it. Yeah. Gotta take that throw, unfortunately. Set point. Thuglos, the invader. Told me that he's at about high 1600 online. 1680. And then he was like, I haven't played ranked in a minute. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you and everybody else. That's just how it is, right? You hit your threshold and then you're like, okay, that's enough of that. Now let's try and have some fun with this game. We're all out there. That's the human experience. It's shared, largely. Nice low pickup, but no. Tried to go for Super Fox. Mystified. Kind of tilting. This is the most important part of your game here. You got to be able to lock it in. You got to be able to be like, oh, no, this is a terrible decision in my opinion. He's shaking his head. He knows it. You know, you're going to be out of burnout, but there is a slim chance that you can get hit by Splat here. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, really, really well spent, actually. My fault. Great spin, in fact. Terrible block, but great spin. Now just eating every punish counter he possibly can. Oh, my God. That jab almost got one, too. Sliding in. Another one on the pile. Just needs one more. Thuglos Fox burning himself out. I'd like to call that the Salon Classic. The Splat is there. The headphones are off. The fist bumps are out. And the asses are out of the seats. I see Bowie versus Element. And you know what? Let me put my Red Bull down. I'm on my way over there. This is Luke Dalsim. Element talking about how he wants to bring out the Luke. And it may be set point here. Sorry, I got the names mixed up. Element on set point. Bowie getting absolutely slam fucked here. Unfortunate. Good drive reversal. Bowie can still make this work. He's got the life lead. An Element sometimes a little prone to tilting. That would have been a sick Super 3 if you can make that work. Maybe even a Super 2. Super 2's 5 frames, so very likely that would work. Great drive reversal again. Bowie has such good instincts on when to go for the drive reversal. That drops the stand jab, DR. Great reversal by Bowie to stay alive against the impeding assault. Now, Element with 3 bars. Let me get these fucking cams out of here. In his pocket. Winners round 3. Winner of this moves on to winners top 16. Huge. And you see Element now trying to force the issue. I think that's part of his strength, is that he's very good at maintaining the pressure and staying very offensive. It's especially very effective in Street Fighter 6. The problem is that the longer that you insist on stabbing in like that, the more predictable you become. Sorry, I'm trying to find my fucking camera here. So Element has to start, you know, changing up the tempo. The problem is when you change that tempo, that necessitates leaving gaps of various sizes. And for a character like Dalsim, he relishes in you letting off the gas. So Element's kind of spent a lot of his tank already, and now he's kind of running on fumes. Bowie has to take advantage of that. And if he pushes this to set point with 2 rounds straight on Element, it's going to be a difficult position for Element to come back from, especially because Element's already put 2 bars down the tubes. Nice. He's sending it in burnout. Bowie could get wrapped up right here. Element's got some good instincts when he smells the blood, but that check from Bowie, that's what I'm talking about. It's just, you have to pull back eventually or you're too predictable. And now we've reached the point where Bowie has swung it completely back in his favor. Element was on set point with a 1-round lead. And Bowie managed to come through. Oh my God, the DI. He's going to DI. It's getting mad sloppy. Fellas, take notes. Take notes. If you're trying to be a messy hog in the dirt, you got to be in there with the best of them. And that's just a matter of rotating your options, outguessing your opponent. Great shimmy with the suppressor. He's going to go all the way to level 3. I do respect that spin. Most important to have the round. Second priority after that is definitely to have the super, but you got to have the round. Don't even leave the question. Bowie already showing that he can bring it back from the brink against Element. Element wisely choosing to burn every last piece of ammo he has to bring it to a mutual set point. Both these players battling to get into winner's top 16. They'll be fighting Dr. Danny Pham. Wait a second. Yeah, that's top 16. Jesus. I forgot to write it. At the corner. Oh, huge DI. And the level 3 to burn him out. Element does have 1 bar of super. A couple good conversions will bring in the 2 bars. So if he finds 1 good hit here during burnout, he's going to be looking okay. It's just a matter of finding that hit is so challenging. Oh my god. Just the safest sequence Bowie can muster. Keeping it tight, backing off when he has the gap there. There it is. There's the 1 hit Element needed. Oh my god, now he's going to run away with it. Oh fuck. Bowie tries to fake him out with the teleport. It kind of works. Kind of works 2 times. Burned out, but with the offensive momentum, excellent block. The backdash is caught. Will Element burn himself out here, or will he hang on to the bar? I believe that was buffered, the DRC on that low forward. You better believe it. What a wake-up jab! The missed meat. He gets caught, floats over the EX. He's cruising and finally brought to justice by the loop wheel kick. Holy fuck. Right next door, Dylan and Biscuit battling it out, and we're going to tune in as fast as we can. Marissa and Manon. On the left, Dylan R. representing the Marissa on the right. Huge Biscuit. You got the lights on now? Yeah, I'll pop in introduction. What's up, big dog? Sure. I mean, I'm just running down top 16, but whatever you think is good, throw it in. Yeah. You see me bouncing back and forth. We're getting into top 16 soon. We're in this is round 2, technically. This is winner's round 2. Round 1. Oh, the match itself? Yeah, he's about. Oh, okay. Kale asking if Dylan's about to win. I'm like, dude, I don't want to give it up like that. I mean, Biscuit could have it in him. You know, Biscuit actually ran it back against Harry. He didn't run it back, but I think he got 2 straight. Harry ran back 2, and then Biscuit closed it out 3-2. I know he's pretty happy with that. If you're listening, Harry, we idolize you and your Ryu, and it means a lot when we manage to beat you. What's going on here? This is our first top 16 match? No, this is winners round 2 still happening? Oh, Geef Jamie. Jamie has a round now, set point though. Or Danny. This is the part in the set where Danny has all the reads stacked up. You know, the hand is complete. Now he's just cashing in the cards. Let's see the big, just the insane reads here. What do we got right now? Just looking for a whiff. That's why he's putting that stand short out there. Dak Josh joining me on the microphone. Welcome in, sir. Let me unmute you. Here you go. You're in. Hello. Hello. Right. Fist bump out.
Oh, I thought it said huge ass up 1. I was like, what?
It was 1-1.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So Danny had to lock it in.
And now we're sitting, this is, I think it was Fortune Lotus. No, I don't know who this is. Maybe we'll find out. Thuglos. Thuglos, yes. Against K-Pop. Thuglos took out, do you see on the bracket here what Thuglos is? Who he took out? Yeah, Fox, I think.
Yes, Fox.
What did you eat before you got here? Some sort of pork product?
Me? Oh, probably.
What do you mean, probably? I'm just not sure what's making it in that. What's going on, man?
I closed my eyes.
Yeah.
Let it happen to me.
Well, what was it, man? What did you eat?
Pork bun.
A pork bun. I can smell it. I can smell it.
You're cooking me live on air, man.
No, I mean, it's, you know, you coming in here burping, right?
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
brother. I didn't mean it.
You gotta get some manners. People that come in here, they eat a bunch of pork, and then they come in this small room and they burp.
I'm sorry.
Straight to hell.
Oh.
Straight to hell. Okay, K-Pop on the left. Best placement 1. Thuglos, new guy. 6 matches under his belt. I think those are the 6 matches he's played today. It's got him at 14:01, and we're getting in there with the Kimberly Mirror. A lot to prove here. Big bro versus little bro, but will we see the upset?
Of course, there's always the clash of Kimberly styles. K-pop, I think, definitely on the farther end of the slower play style. But
yes.
Of course, it doesn't matter once we hit the corner.
He's shown tech early, K-pop, so he wants to put that out there. And if you show tech, your opponent is likely to try and shimmy you to bait that. So by showing tech, you kind of are investing in the future. Versus somebody who adapts, you're getting that pressure relieved because they want to fish for it. So K-pop making that investment, but I tell you, it's an expensive one up front.
See if it ends up paying off. All right, Douglas.
It was a shimmy attempt again.
His placement on his button has been working out so far.
Yeah. K-pop's dialing in, though, paying attention. That's okay. First few mix-ups, it is what it is. Good frame trap there. Just a misconfirm turned into a happy accident. Now putting the plus frames on. The trade goes his way, finds the grab. Meaty into the, could have been plus, but cashes in anyways into the level 3. This is crazy, bro. He's getting cooked. What's going on?
It's the Kimberly flowchart. Got some good hits in. And there's Guess in the corner.
We're guessing wrong right now, and K-pop's kind of straightened up the guessing game. I wonder if he's saying, let's go back to stage select. Are they saying they want to go to a different stage? Okay, all right, fair enough. I wonder if there's, because sometimes when setups happen, we get some shader stutter that happens when there's updates to the game, but I don't think the most recent update caused any shader stutter, so I'm hoping this isn't for performance reasons. Not really a big concern, I'm just a worry ward. This is the K-pop stage, though,
right,
for those that don't know.
Yeah,
I like to call this the Mind Palace. This is where we are.
He definitely needs it right now.
Oh, Ricky, tell me about it. Where is the Echidna?
It's been gone for a long time. All right, nice delay. Crouch medium kick, counter hit, gets the conversion.
Back to mid-screen.
Get it out of the corner. Let's go. Nice. At least didn't get caught by that jump in.
It's just a battle of the fucking stand kicks, dude. What the hell?
Okay, I'm loving K-pop getting messed up by button into run right now, because I'm like, this is what you be doing to people, man. It hurts.
K-pop putting a lot of delay on his buttons on response and defense. Like he's getting space on defense, but it's like not his to use, if that makes sense. You know, Douglas has maintained so much momentum when he's inside the range of K-pop's buttons. The K-pop's just kind of afraid to put early challenges out there, and it's letting Douglas spend a lot of time doing whatever the fuck he wants when he gets up in that grill.
We got it started. There we go. This is a set point for Douglas, though. K-pop's got to lock it in right now if he wants to make it happen. He's going to spend a level 3.
Yeah, this is huge. Great momentum spin here. Round 2, level 3 spin is what Kimberly players want. Nice catch!
Hit on combo, I think, on that.
Yeah, just a raw combo.
God,
no counter hit there.
Press negative button into walk up into another button. That was crazy from K-pop.
That's the thing about this game is you really get pushed right to the brink, and then you can reel it right back in. And with the reads, you know, the first two always so volatile, but I think they balanced it really well in this game's regard.
Oh, the double bomb gets smacked. He's got level 3. Oh, drops! All right, that's huge for K-pop.
Thought it may have been a cheeky setup, but the punish counter says no. Plus frame, staggered into another one. He's keeping it plus and tight here. He showed a gap early on and then tried to close up on it after the fact. Huge knockdown here. No bust out from Douglas. That would have been the moment.
Oh, sick conversion here.
Yeah, massive damage. What's the guess after this? This massive.
Oh, he's got to build level 3. He spent it.
Wow!
He built level 3.
John knows the route. Holy, to get all the super gauge he needs to bring this to guess for game. I think that's one throw's worth.
Oh!
Now it is.
One more touch.
Yeah, just keep it. I like the drive reversal there. You got to get the fuck out of there. Then the
He
slide.
gets caught by the slide. All right, K-pop reeling it back in.
1-1, brother. 1-1.
And if you're Douglas, it's like, man, like I almost had it. That was set point.
It's tough, and you can't get too in your feels about it. You can't start getting worried about what's not working. You have to start looking for, you know, the adaptations and start making your own plays happen. Douglas pushed out of his comfort zone by John's aggression. I think this really is whoever gets to explode first just runs away with it. We haven't really seen too much back and forth.
Messed up by the can setups.
Right now, it looks like Douglas is the one that's able to launch the first barrage, but now John could just run with this the rest of the round. Plus. Shimmy, spaced.
More
Close
plus.
to burnout. I like the whole parry from Douglas. Great meter management to tech to top it off, but John
here sneaks, almost crosses under, but confuses him a little bit.
He hasn't stopped one stack, Josh. He's just an endless gas truck. Look at this. He's got full bar. Where did all that gauge come from? Finally halted. Side switch. Uh-oh. He may not be able to get out of this. Any escape. He's got 2 throws left to take. Chooses to take one. Doesn't receive it, though. Massive!
Made it under.
Did we throw level 3 here? Yes,
Okay,
you do.
spins. All right.
Unbelievable.
It's going to give him just that little bit of extra juice he needs to force a mix option here.
And it's going to give him time to think.
In the Mind Palace, of course. Just meaty.
Yes!
He wasn't ready. He
wasn't ready at all. We need Dak Josh in the field of battle after this game finishes getting called. Whoop. +5. Misinput there. John could have got a gnarly punish on that, but because it was such a weird situation, just wasn't ready for it. Huge, still plus. Delayed jab from John right now. Thuglos has got some data. He just doesn't have the position to execute on it.
Safe jump.
Oh, the
Face the
Bushin!
throw.
Okay, sir.
One more. Oh, overhead. Blocks it safe.
Don't ever come to my local and try and beat me in my character mirror.
Oh, no, he burned himself out.
Uh-oh. Wait a second. Fuck. I'm sorry, John. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
That's my fault.
He got hit.
That's
no,
my bad,
tech.
Joe.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me just go back. Oh, thanks for this gifted sub. Appreciate that, Jordan. No, John's got this.
Okay.
No.
That's okay.
That early grab is crazy.
Oh, no reaction.
Just getting out of burnout here.
No. Commentator's curse, man. You
Set
killed
point.
them.
What happened?
Both players full bars.
Right,
John's
unfazed.
going to lock it in right now.
Douglas has so much momentum off of that, John.
Nice
check,
catch.
good conversion. I wonder if he tried to go to level 3 there. Probably didn't because he already had the buff popped. Yeah.
Nice. Got the hit. All right.
And I like that presence of mind to say, wait a second. I have
Nice. Got the
something
can.
already. Yep.
That might be huge, actually.
One can each.
No.
Tried to. Too delayed on that overhead, yeah.
He keeps getting clipped by the arch step.
It's the timing.
Oh, nice interrupt.
Yeah. The delayed jab's doing work.
Oh, the
there.
drive rush crouch medium kick.
Level 3 is coming for sure off this. Oh, it's going to leave John with about. No.
Okay,
oh,
goes for
shit.
the can. Nice block.
Dude, the perfect parry.
Oh,
was
the
great.
trade conversion. He should be dead.
No
Okay,
DRC.
safe. He plays the safe route.
Yeah.
He wants to keep the drive bar.
It's so smart because the critical error would have been burning yourself out for a non-kill here. Oh, it may have killed.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I just don't know her reason
Oh.
to say that with confidence. Nice stagger! And John
Woo!
is taking that one home. A bit of a sweaty one. I'm knocking
was-
everything
yeah.
over here. Oops, sorry.
He had to freaking sweat for that one.
Holy. Let's take a look at our top 16 match. Wait a second. Danny and Element already fucking played. Bro, why did you run that so quickly? Oh, Danny won. I guess that's not a big deal. I thought Element won. And now, all right, good luck, Josh. Dak, whatever I should call you. You got 2 first names, bro. It's not my problem. Let's see here. Dylan. And is it Jake Ryan? Oh my God, it's the first one. That feels extra bad. Dylan on the left and Marissa on the right, getting pummeled. The Jake Ryan 0-0 right now. Round 2, game 1. The SPD is going to bring it 1 game to Dylan our side. Here we go. Jake Ryan seems to be in fairly good spirits, so relatively unfazed. You know, I like Dylan's playstyle for this character. It's just so fitting for this character. It's more of a footsies-oriented playstyle. He's trying to play the nooch, but he needs a character that's got like a really strong, neutral threat to just pivot around. And this character is just a freight train of it. Kind of her weakness as well. She's got so many high-risk options to go for, all those big threats. She doesn't have a lot of little threats, to be honest. It's just hard to play close to your chest with this character. We saw Infectious recently make work with a Modern Marissa, and I'm wondering if the Modern allows you that safer playstyle that this character kind of lacks on paper. That might be the missing link. And what's funny is that we had a player, Tariq, at our local, who has since gone MIA. Shout out to Tariq. But he had the theory that Modern wasn't really going to come into swing until, like, you know, season 3 or 4. So is this the moment? Mind you, Dylan's on Classic, and that's why he's losing this round. Sure, huge witch hunter. Tried to reset. Jake Ryan merely mashing jab. Final round, game 2. Set point for Dylan. Pressure's on Jake Ryan, the Ken player here. Looking pretty sharp in that jacket, though. Kind of beat up, too. Nice check on the crouch strong from Dylan. Very heads-up play, very textbook challenges here. Not leaving anything on the table for Jake Ryan to take advantage of. great reaction. Not sure if he was just going to wake up super outright or if he was pumping and looking, because he definitely could just counter DI if he wants something fatter than that. So it's been a fortunate crossing of the streams of conscious there for Dylan's sake. Could have DP'd that Jake Ryan. Surprised that he didn't. That one not so much surprising. Those are kind of hard when they're just similar. Jake Ryan has a level 3. Dylan has to be careful about his drive gauge. You could get below a bar and a half, that level 3, and that's what Jake Ryan's trying to punish. Nice hold parry, getting that bar right back. Great resource management. Do you spend it? No. Jake Ryan wanting to hold on to it for the kill. Very wise. Very wise stuff. Huge. And that's why you hold on to it. Love it. And Jake Ryan talked about it, specifically trying to work on that aspect of his play where he felt like he was catching out a little bit too early. And I think it was an attraction of his play style where he wants to cash out early because he's so good at smelling the blood, so to speak, kind of similar to Element. And I think for those players like Noah, perhaps, where if you're good at just making those hard reads in those intense situations, it's okay to kind of have an unorthodox spinning style. Sometimes, though, it doesn't do you any favors. So Jake Ryan trying to play a little bit more orthodox, trying to be a little bit more by the book, and I think it's doing great things for his play through this game. I think you're going to start sprinkling in that very familiar wild style on a canvas of a little bit more of a normalized baseline, and it becomes that much more effective. Try to intercept that stand fierce with the perfect parry afterwards. Would have been enough. The low forward will be instead. Jake Ryan suddenly on set point after being pushed to set point by his opponent initially. So huge momentum swings in this bracket tonight. Element almost a victim of one of them, but he held it down against Bowie just narrowly so. Bowie was doing a pretty good job. He's down on the loser side of the bracket. Not sure what's happening there. Big splat. Level 3 is available, and it's probably going to be enough. The thing is, it's a block splat. Big body Marissa. Jake Ryan not in critical art. If this doesn't kill, you're in tough shape. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. This is an oh, fuck moment. This is 100% an oh, fuck moment. I think Dylan takes this round. I'm scared. Ah! Okay. Anything. Ah! What a block. The low check. Oh, plus frames. Knows he's jabbing. Was looking for the DP, Dylan. Respecting him. Oh, what? Jake Ryan trying to find something. What a block. And then finally, fist bumps out. The throw is down. Dylan moving down to loser's side. Now, we're going to pivot over to Kasiski and Dak Josh. Kasiski and Dak Josh have played a few times, and they are done. Let's move over to Mason and K-Pop. I think maybe PL was trying to tell me that, and I just didn't hear him. Mason on the left there, K-Pop on the right. It's 1-0, I believe, in John's favor, K-Pop's favor. Let's get into it. On the left, K-Pop on the right, Mason with the guile. K-Pop 1 dub under his belt. It's a 1-0 score. Game 2 of a first at 2. Should K-Pop win this round, he's going to be on set point. Nice side switch, the overhead catch, and K-Pop looking. It's a rock and a hard place for K-Pop. The splat during the parry recovery, that's always very difficult. Great job for Mason to just throw the DI in there during the parry recovery because he can't do anything. He can't do anything except for block. Why would it be an oh fuck moment? If Marissa just fucking gets 1 touch into level 3, reaction level 3, GG, shake my hand. Just a scary character when she's 1 touch away. You know, you've already spent all your bar, I guess. Level 3 coming out for John, getting that buff on the board. Fun fact, this only normalizes her damage. Brings her up to 100% when initially she does 90% of her damage on all her normals compared to the rest of the cast without that super buff. But she does get a speed boost. Very valuable speed boost. Huge, no big conversion there. Try to find a frame trap on that delay from the upside down kick. Delay crouch strong. And Mason's doing a great job of punishing John from looking for parry, which is just, you know, that's the bread and butter against Guile. So a little bit surprising for K-pop just having trouble with this. There's the DI. Yeah, set point here, though. To close it out. Basically has nothing, though. Has to play immaculately. Can't do it. Not that time. 1-1 now. I think we saw Mason kind of blow the rest of his reads there. So it's now up to Mason, in my opinion, to make the adaptations. I think we're going to see a very swift round 1 to John, and whether or not Mason's able to pull it back in round 2 is going to say a lot about the final round of this set, the potential final round. Here we go. 1-1. Huge. Trying to grab. Instead, John rotating out of parry into a jab check on the DRs, knowing that Mason's trying to go a little bit deeper for the grab and make those DRs that much easier to check with buttons. K-pop low on gauge, but he's got a great position. If he's able to work this position correctly, trying to bait the flash kick there, can sense a level of desperation from Mason. It's a good sense. We saw Mason try to escape the corner with a jump that signifies desperation. But if Mason gets out, he's got so much bar to work with. He's not out yet, technically. He's still being strung up. He could be pushed coast to coast here. John willing to spin everything, trying to go for a stagger. Mason going for a reversal jab to check it instead, seeing that John's rotating his option and choosing to slide in right behind that tight string. Very wise challenge on defense, and he gets it with the target combo off the low forward. John's thinking about it now. He's going back to the databank, parsing him quick, bringing out a new game plan. Mason moving to set point here. This is one of those upsets I was talking about earlier on when the bracket just started. Big level 3. K-pop getting a huge cash out here. Super optimal. Looking to be able to build a level 3 in the final round once again, especially if this goes down to the wire between both players. If John just snuffs it out right here, he might actually not hit level 3 in the final round. So Mason, yeah, I think it's a weird situation where it might be wise for Mason to just kind of play a little bit higher risk and get this round out of the way with quicker. Yeah, kind of prevent that level 3 from coming into play too early. John still within striking range in that level 3, but it's going to come much later in the set. So Mason, if he finds his own level 3 conversion, he might be able to snuff John out before John's super bar has a chance to be spent. This is a massive meter differential situation. The shimmy attempt is not there. NPC stand fears DRC to maintain the pressure, but the check on the delay Kraus strong finds a piece, gets a piece, brings him all the way back to mid-screen with the reset. The shimmy goes back in for the stagger jab, the slide underneath the side switch. Staying in mid-screen, K-pop low on gauge here, air to find that momentum and keep it now. Huge flash kick to shut it all down, even on gauge. John now within striking range at level 3, but he doesn't get to use it. Mason locking it in. This should be enough. The low forward is a ton of scaling, but it's just such monstrous damage. There it is. The fist pump into the fist bump. Holy. Let's see what other matches we have. Oh, I thought it was on a different camera. My fault. I've got Dak, Josh, and Sam. Nuggy got hella far, I'm being told. So they're playing for top 8. Is this top 8 loser side? They're playing for top 12 right now. Yes, yes. Winner's going to face Dylan. Nuggy, you've had a good run, but now Tommy bringing it to a swift end. He's choosing Chun-Li. Tommy has been grinding a little bit of Chun-Li. I don't want to call this pulling his punches, but he's been grinding Chun-Li lately, so he's going to pull her out. The question is, should Nuggy get a game here? Will Tommy choose to swap back to the Blanca and just take the mirror match? We'll see. Could be an option of, like, I don't want to play the mirror match either. A lot of players don't like to. Personally, as a Shoto main, that's kind of the advantage of playing the basic bit Shoto, is that the mirror match to me is always a little interesting. Shotos have good mirror matches. Characters like Blanca, fuck that. Fully understand this. All right, Tommy has the corner, chooses to back off, tried to go for the double palm there to catch the ball. Not on Nuggy's watch. Okay. And Tommy's a Chun-Li player from 5, played Chun-Li in 4. You know, he's much more principally a Blanca player, I feel like, but he started on and was initially a Chun main out the gate. Kind of moved over to Blanca in some sense, I think, if I'm not mistaken, especially in regards to Street Fighter 6. But now he's trying to lean back into the, you know, the old heartthrob, if you will. She's a great character. I think Chun-Li is one of those characters that her archetype lends her to just be good. Really not a mid-tier type of character. Great buttons, great walk speed. With that typically comes great defense, you know, and it's hard to have truly shitty offense when those are your, you know, typical tools. Big conversion here. Tommy looking at wrapping it up, hitting him with the pump fake back throw, looking to bait something into the frame trap with the Oki. Cleaning up Tommy ODB, bringing this down to a quick game 1. Nice trade for Tommy, honestly. Very familiar with Blanca as an opponent because he mained Blanca. Rather, we are all going to be powered up with that costume 4. Believe it. Huge escape from the corner, even bigger because Tommy is in burnout. Getting closer to the corner now. Back to cross up. Kind of gives up the momentum towards the corner now, Tommy. Very likely, unless you find a knockdown right now, yeah, it's going to be able to make it out of burnout now with the full gauge. Life lead, position lead. And gauge lead. Tommy just has to squeeze this one out. Oh my god, the cross up, please, bro. No conversion off the low. We're going to the skies. No conversion there. Either the tech is there. Anti-aired the choke DP. Tommy gasping for air. Me too. Akuma swimsuit, bro. What would Akuma swimsuit do? Huge level 2. Great reaction. I mean, you know, they run away, let's be honest here. I love being conscious and aware of that option, looking for your round close, your win condition. I feel like Akuma would look great in like a 1920s. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, bro. Speedo's fucking too one-dimensional. Get it a little bit more original here. All these other motherfuckers can be wearing Speedos. Akuma needs that solid old man one piece. You know what I'm saying? With the fucking stripes like you're from the 1930s. That shit would go so hard. Imagine getting your ass kicked by that guy. He's in like the baby jumper. That shit would be sick. Back throw is huge. Nuggy almost had this round in the bag as Tommy slips away. What? Never mind. Bit of a fumble here. Final round. Nuggy could bring this 1-1. It's possible. Almost has level 3, both players. That would be crazy hard. Dog, what if he had the fucking, like, the swim shoes? That's too much. That's like Street Fighter 4 gimmick levels. Level 2, Nuggy. The crowd's getting into it right now. It's funny that nobody's in those chairs, but they're all standing directly behind all of those chairs. The screens are out. Danny's declaring that this is indeed the match. Come on, Nugs. Come on, Nugs. Tommy's backing off. He's getting engaged. Now Nuggy's got to be very careful about burning herself out. That's the biggest danger here. And that's why Tommy's like, I'll just sit back here and throw some fireballs. I'll let you make the mistake. With the lead. Tommy now getting caught by the DI. Is that a DR? No, it's a DI, but it caught him on a counter hit, so it goes in a crumple. Anti-air. Is he going to try and jump again? What's the play here, Thomas? Okay. Don't DP, please. It's not enough. Don't DP, please. Oh, they tried. Maybe they tried to airball afterwards. Everybody having a good time. Except for these guys that are sweating it off on the opposing setup. This is Colin versus new guy who I believe wants to prove themselves here, as we all do. This is an Aki mirror. I wish I didn't so hastily switch over to it because nobody wants to see this. And it looks like that was, is that 2? It may have just been, yes, 2-1. And they're finished with that one. Dak Josh jumping in. Welcome back, brother. People are taking their seats. Let's take a look at the brackets. Say it again. Say it again. Sorry, I had you muted.
What up?
What up? What up? It's the Dak.
I
The dirty
survived.
Dak.
Just barely.
You survived just barely against Biscuit? Oh,
no.
Wait a second.
I
Biscuit lost to Sam?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, he wasn't happy about that one.
I don't know who won between Colin and Misfortuneless. We just saw that conclude. I think it was Colin. I think Colin was sitting player 1, which means Colin Element is going to be the match tonight.
Ooh, that'll be
Every
interesting.
match that Element plays is the match because he's so,
Yeah.
he's so invested after a certain point. Like, okay, so we see Tommy and Dylan. This is the top of losers top 12. This is to decide our losers top 8. We've already ran through all of our top 16. Oh shit, these guys are getting a little bit fast, and I'm just like slow about it.
Chicano Kasiski messed me up today. He was playing extra good. Tommy on Chun.
Yeah, Tommy's been bringing out the Chun Li here. Dylan back to the Marissa, away from the Ed. Ed falling down into the tiers of just
The
merely
Marissa
fair.
tier,
Yeah.
apparently, allegedly.
Really a fair character now.
Here's what I don't understand is, since when is Marissa in a similar tier to Ed? Like, what are we doing here?
You know, we're whining. I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers just need to play their bad matchups or move off the character. And to their credit, they have decided to move off the character very quick. Element plugging in, getting ready for his match against Colin. Oh wait, I thought that was over. I'm sorry. That's why I was switching over to catch that. My fault. My fault. Big conversion here. Dylan R has all the meter he needs, and Tommy so willing to choke. Oh, now you can't armor through. You can't get the DI now. Yeah. Dylan was trying to force it with the tight string, but couldn't find the hit. Tommy holding up for like 5 minutes. Dylan somehow fell for it.
Yeah, Tommy, he's squirrely. He knows how to scramble. Or he's willing to put both players in the scramble situation.
He's definitely a scramble master from his Blanca plays.
Yeah, such an interesting change up for like his play style going to Chun-Li, of course. Yeah. Oh, almost a really solid neutral jump from Tommy, but not early enough to catch the Superman punch. All right, we got the pressure. Oh my goodness, the DP out. I don't know if Dylan wanted that Superman punch. That was an maybe trying to throw bait. Tommy burnout. Oh yeah. Combo new level 1 combos. Nice and meter efficient. Dylan R. Evening it up the match here. Both players with 2 bars of super. Oh my goodness, Dylan just willing to throw himself at Tommy. The pullback in the exact right moment.
Baited. Tommy's choking like crazy.
This is gonna hurt. It's already hurting.
Are you dead? No.
No.
So close. If this critical, I might have died.
That is a lot of damage. But Dylan did burn himself out, but it was worth the risk. He caught that one jump away.
That was one. Tommy sticking with the Chun.
Oh.
No, he said, fuck that. I'm going back.
I need the real shit.
There it is. There it is. And I think before we saw Dylan and Tommy play, let's take a look at the stats and see where we're at. They've played a few times. It's a 33-66 situation, but Tommy, if he wins this, brings it up to a respectable 4-3. And that's a good ratio if you ask me.
Yeah, against Dylan, of course. Oh,
Ooh.
the low profile.
I hate getting low profile by that fucking smarmy ass move. Big knockdown, great frame trap. Tommy's keeping it tight. Dylan biting on it every time. Will he continue to? Yes. Just armors through, though. Picks the option that'll beat it instead of lose to the tightness. Tommy could have gone for, like, plus frames into a throw there.
Nice shimmy. Should be able to burn. Okay, doesn't quite have a conversion to level 1 to burn out.
Dak Josh being asked if he smoked Kasiski.
That's what I was saying. No, he smoked me, bro.
Kasiski's at the top of the bracket next to Danny right now.
Yeah, he's going
You can hit exclamation mark bracket to check for yourself. Plus frames. Misses the throw. He's too far away. The tech was there. That's crazy, Tommy. Looking absolutely heartbroken. He's a guy who enjoys playing the game, though. So I always appreciate him. He does get salty, but we're always laughing at how fucking stupid we are when we get pissed. It's always a good time. He pisses me the fuck off with this Wanda. He's just so...
He does play like a knucklehead for sure.
Just fucking, ooh, am I going to dash? Am I going to slide? It's like, dog, I can see all of those options. Like, that's not even good, but sometimes you get hit by it.
Oh my god, well, I don't know if you wanted ball there or what.
They want everything they get, dog. They want every piece that they get. Nice hold parry to maintain the gauge. Goes to the burnout anyways. I don't know if I agree with that. He has to maintain the momentum.
Oh my god, the perfect jump read on the throw. One, all right.
Smelled the blood, went in for the kill. It worked out. Tommy looking to bring this one game apiece. Dylan still on set.
Again,
yeah,
the
again.
low profile.
Hit him with another one. I like that Tommy's calling out the raw drive rush options from Dylan there. Dylan's got to find a better button with that raw drive rush. There it is, the crowd strong.
Bust out.
Huge.
Tommy
Huge.
keeping it alive, but Dylan the Brave. Jab check on wake up.
I was pissed that that withstand fear is going unpunished. Tommy letting that go, but it's okay. The problem is his burnout here from the level 3 is close. No, Dylan not spending, going low instead. One touch away now. Overhead. Hits, you might be dead from the level 3.
And the reset. He's not dead. Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Fuckers. 1-1 on setup 4, calling an element. At the corner now, the throw loops are getting locked in. On the left, the Aki player Colin, previously called Some Mercy. His flowchart has been tightened. Now he's on to the level of player development where it's all about spacing, timing, rotating your options, playing the other player, not just playing your game. Element has been there before, long since been there. It's a good match for him to try and practice that skill set. Element, huge life lead, looking to go to set point off this round, but Colin with the full resource gauge could make this comeback work.
The drive reversal kind of worked out in Element's favor. He didn't end up losing any drive gauge out of that interaction. He was really close to burning out. All right, set point for Element here. Got the poison right away into the big anti-air. This is going to do a lot of damage. And the poison into the corner.
Element likes to drive reversal out of the corner. I played him in a long set the other day. Really likes to use that option. So unless you're going to adapt to it, he's going to stay on it. It's a good option. Especially if you don't have the inherent reversal. Especially.
Nice
Good drive reversal again. Yeah, out of the corner. Just the same space with whatever that forward fierce was, I guess.
That puddle was a little suspect. Now we're back in the corner.
You're dead.
Oh no, the drop!
Cancel.
The chokler.
Maybe
Okay, we got it.
Yeah, nicely done. Colin getting knocked down by Element in a fairly convincing 2-0 in the final game. You know, an Element just rotating his options better than his opponent, and that's what it comes down to. Let's take a look at this bracket here. I think we're moving on to top 8. I hear PL calling it out, so we're going to see Danny and Kasiski followed by Jake Ryan, and what the fuck is Mason doing in winner's side top 8?
He locked the frick in. What was his path? Oh, he beat K-Pop.
Yeah, we saw the K-Pop match. That was an upset. And then his first round match, Colin, well, that was his second round match. His actual first round match was Leaf. Leaf is okay. This was a good match to win. This is a crazy match to win for Mason, and this will be very difficult for him. I foresee Jake Ryan polishing him off pretty confidently, but I could also see Jake Ryan kind of overextending a little bit, and then Mason starting to run away with it. If Mason gets the benefit of maybe the first game, second game, so on and so forth. Anyways,
could also vary on whatever character he's picking. I don't know what Mason's on today. If he's usually on one or the other, Guile or Honda. He doesn't usually rotate between in a match.
Let's take a look at the stats. These two players have played before, Danny and Kasiski. Kasiski frequently making it further into the bracket. Has had to face Danny, no choice. So you can see this 17-2. They've played 19 times. It's a 10%, just over 10% win rate for Kasiski, but a lot more data in Kasiski's knowledge banks. It's been a hot minute since these two have played against each other. So there's a lot of training that could have gone into Kasiski's preparation. I think Danny just kind of maintaining his edge as he always does. It's just kind of like how he operates. It's not really fair to make it look relatively effortless, but I think that's part of the mystique of the top player. It looks effortless, but the caveat is that it's not. It's just an appearance thing. So Danny is putting in work you know, the way that he thinks about the game is different than you, and he's trained to anyways, I'm not just here to glaze.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're moving into glaze territory.
No, we are. Good spot on that huge sweep whip punish on just a stand fierce thrown into the ether by Kasiski. Could be an early statement that Kasiski's making. He is that kind of guy to play that way. An expensive early send, though. I don't like that. Setting the tone of the game that way is kind of weird. We're on Danny's stage as well, of course. Danny always picking the rush the stage.
That was really smart. Kasiski kind of going into that range, goading Danny to do the charge heavy punch, and then just clips him low. Nice drive reversal, just a hard commit to stop the pressure.
Tried to snatch him up with the light scissors afterwards. Punish on the sweep.
Oh, no,
He's
punish
missing.
again.
Yeah, he might be just too far, I think. Does he?
I think he messed up. Okay, and he's willing to send it now. I'm really liking how Kasiski's playing this so far.
Oh, no anti-air. The dash under was kind of cute. Are we looking for a reset here? No, just wants the corner knockdown sequence. Yeah, smart. Getting the Oki here. Backing off. Back dash showing a wake up from Kasiski. Okay. Kasiski putting out a lot of options early on here. We're showing back dash early. We're showing a haymaker, stand fierce at ground start. What do we do here? He's backing off. Steps in, gets caught by the stand like a DRC.
Yeah, blocks the driver pressure. Nice jump out. Oh, spins the level 1. Is this going to burn?
Out. This is massive.
All right.
I would just send it and get the level 2 out of the way. What a setup.
Okay.
Doesn't get the conversion.
No,
that was too far away, which is crazy because Geef is fatter now.
Right.
How are you too far away, dude?
It's a really unfortunate jump forward. I don't know if he wanted that to put himself back in the corner. Kind of wasted this burnout, unfortunately. It was really solid.
Block that drive reversal. Danny's starting to sniff out how Kasiski likes to rotate his options. There's the backdash again. And I wonder if Kasiski's propensity to rotate options is kind of his undoing. Sometimes you have to stay. You have to show stubbornness. You have to show an unwillingness to be conditioned. If you always rotate, that takes an option off the board on the read every time. I know you won't do what you just did. So has to be careful about how he's rotating through his toolkit here. Danny has a good read on his tendency there. Huge DI splat, yeah. Saw a couple of
and the drop.
whips.
Okay. Oh, okay. Parry should be able to. Oh, not ready. Okay, burns himself. Burns him out. Yeah.
Scoop.
Kasiski has so many good little spots, but then he's not stabilizing.
I'm surprised he didn't wake up DI there. Too obvious for him, perhaps? Danny just full disrespect with that overhead when he had DI locked and loaded. It's I'm kind of offended right now. That was fucked up. I would have just done the bozo DI send on wake up, and Danny was like, please do it. Kind of saying, I know you want to play this cerebral way. I'm going to throw you a bit of a gorilla aspect, because that's not what you're looking for here. Nice, perfect parry by Danny.
Booker's jumping over.
I didn't realize that. Oh, it was the imperfect parry. I see. Excuse me. Yeah, just looking for something. Yeah, finds it.
Bottom.
Just like that. In and out.
There were like flashes of brilliance from Kasiski, like really good decision making in certain moments, but then was not.
Tell me more. Tell me more about those good moments of decision making. Do you have any examples?
Like
for the class?
Had a couple good reads on the command grabs, jumping out. The drive reversal on the light kick DRC, and we actually saw the rotation from Danny.
He started out a little strong with the drive reversals; those were nice, but eventually just kind of ran out of steam. I'm trying to figure out and think to myself, what was feeling good for Kasiski in that set? And
there were like certain situations where he had really good positioning, but then Danny was able to scramble out.
My answer is nothing, dude. I didn't see anything, which is crazy. That was just like slowly but surely. I mean, you start out, you make your initial plays, but even right out the gate, that stand fierce that he swung with and got, I mean, like the tone set for the set, I was like, uh-oh. Anyway, speaking of Jake Ryan stepping up against Mason. Should be K-pop versus Jake Ryan here instead, but for some reason, Mason finds himself in the forbidden zone. What is this? 8 dubs on Jake Ryan's side? How do you think this matchup's going to go down?
Mason taking a big slurp. I feel like Mason can kind of throw Jake Ryan off of his rhythm the way he tends to play. Jake Ryan, of course, always willing to force the issue and push. Mason, it kind of depends on what's going on with his character and the player matchup and the character matchup. I always feel like he is able to stabilize pretty well. But Jake Ryan, of course,
What do you mean by stabilize? Because my impression of Mason, he's got some good defense. He's got a good baseline. I think that when he tries to get outside of that comfort zone, he might start getting a little bit predictable because he hasn't trained himself to take a variety of risks and then layer those variety of risks on top of each other as well as somebody like Jake Ryan. So I expect from Mason to see some pretty decent defense against the overwhelming barrage that Jake Ryan mounts. But when Mason gets his turn, I kind of suspect it might sputter out a little earlier than he needs to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Here we go. Jake Ryan on the left with the red jacket. He was changing around in the colors for a while. Now he's settled in on the combo, and finally.
This also, of course, is not Jake Ryan's favorite matchup. I think it's probably pretty smart for Mason to go for Guile here.
Yeah, Mason has been trying to switch off on Guile because Guile is just a better character.
Immediate OD fireball to stop the zoning from Mason. Nice punish counter conversion into the flash kick. We made it out of the corner. Jake Ryan swinging with those heavy buttons. But now we've moved into the zoner zone.
Jake Ryan looking very comfortable. I talked about him wanting to slow down his gameplay a little bit more. So just making his explosive moments all the more unpredictable. Mason's got to be careful about getting caught out here. I like the low. Good blocks from Jake Ryan. Good defense. He's got to be careful. He's feeling a little antsy now that his bar's low. Good block again.
Mason able to just kind of keep the drive lead here and slowly whittle his way down.
Look how comfortable Jake Ryan is just playing the long game. And I like this. Just play the timer. There it is.
Nice perfect parry and a jump.
Yep.
That's what you needed.
Mason thinking about that one. Oh, you know, I got a little bit too comfortable there. Yep. So Jake Ryan wants, you lure him into a false sense of security, pull that trigger. He's got that explosive offense. Just has to tap into it at choice moments. That's what he did last round. He's doing it again this round. Bit of a scramble there after the stand fears. Okay. No big conversions here, but the momentum's crazy. This knockdown's fine. We get those.
Oh, big whiff on the throw.
That was
potentially could have been a big side switch situation.
Just too early on the throw? Jake Ryan still in parry stun, perhaps? I don't know why that whiff. Maybe just too far away. Huge overhead. Doesn't send the super. Doesn't need to. One throw away is Jake Ryan. Oh, just an errant light DRC. Mason's got to pull it out of his ass right now. I don't care.
Oh, wow. Okay, just spends it.
What? This also puts Jake Ryan into burnout.
Let's see it.
Wow.
See it, Mason. Oh, not quite.
Old habits die hard here. Jake Ryan just has to get away from the threat of burnout.
Oh,
perfect
parry.
parry.
Did not confirm. Thought it was counter hit.
It's crazy how that perfect parry kind of caught everybody off guard there. The timing shift from that perfect parry is very, very small amount of stun. Jake Ryan kind of got hit afterwards. It looked like he was ready to hit the perfect parry, but not ready to do anything after it. And then Mason kind of got a conversion in that scramble, but was unable to close it out off of that conversion because he wasn't ready for it. So, you know, Jake Ryan is looking good, but there's kind of a crack in his armor right there that we're seeing. So if Mason's able to find the right angle, I think he could pry him open. Great spacing, yeah.
Be bad for Mason, getting really low on the drive situation with the parry and the fireball, but then gets caught thrown. It's pretty bad. Oh, nice press at the right moment to keep his drive gauge alive.
He just wants to put the stand roundhouse and converting the super off of it. Mason does to create that space, get that damage on the board. I would just eat this DI.
What?
Wow, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Just throw some fireballs, get the chip. Oh, I don't know what that jump was from Jake Ryan. That might have saved Mason. Oh, he doesn't press on the 0-1 block.
Getting caught out by the overhead. Delayed jab, called out. Jake Ryan looking pretty comfortable right now. I thought that Mason may have found something here, but Jake Ryan just kind of, I think he saw the perfect parry. He went, uh-oh, I got to tighten up a little bit, and now he's like, I've tightened up a little bit. Now we're there.
Oh, and now he loosened up a little bit with the overhead.
Yeah, you got to play both sides of it. But you know what I'm talking about with the pairs, bro? Okay. You can only play as tight as you can play loose, dog. Anyways, sorry about that. Nice perfect parry. He was ready with the jab behind it that time. Didn't find the hit after the jab, though, so there's still a space of unfamiliarity there. But that's a little bit more advanced, like matchup-specific tech. What do I do with this timing and spacing and the sonic boom, speed, and all this bullshit? Mason could have had a level 3 on that to close it out. Will it come back to bite him in the butt, or will it close it out now?
No conversion.
Dude, critical art for Jake Ryan. It's anything can happen here. One big jump in, and you're literally dead.
Gets caught by the boom. This should be it. Oh!
No, he missed
no!
It. Dude, Mason, please.
Come on, Mason. Just throw a boom. Okay. Oh, this is actually super big choke for Jake Ryan.
No.
Huge choke.
Yeah.
He did not need to do that.
Just the hard read on the Sonic Boom. Mason was like, nah, I'm gonna stay right here. And fair enough to Mason. I mean, that was a big misread by Jake Ryan.
He really didn't need to spend that bar.
Yeah. I mean, beyond even spinning the bar here nor there, the fact that he pulled the trigger on the read is crazy, knowing that Mason has been willing to kind of play the slower game. I mean, that's why he picks fucking Guile, right? And you're playing Ken because you're like the aggressive guy. You know what I'm saying? So you sending it like that. No, Dog is down back and like crazy. Really doesn't matter. He's been eating them up the whole time. Relatively even if Mason can get out of the corner here, especially with critical out of the board.
Oh, he spent it.
Nice bait.
Oh no! He dropped. He dropped.
It's okay. It's okay. It's bait. Relax. Relax. It's okay. He's gonna close it out right now. No, he's not. No, he's not. Mason has a second chance.
Oh, flash kick! He's so close to burnout.
Burn him.
He took it. He took the hit.
Huge.
Got hit. Conversion.
DI this man. Do
Oh!
it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. No, what the fuck was that? Literally, what the fuck was that? Oh, whatever. The crumbling at the very end, a bit mutual, but Jake Ryan managing to hold on to more of those bits and pieces than Mason after the dust settles. Now moving on to face properly Danny Pham in the winners finals is Jake Ryan after that match. That'll be the first of 3 of the night. That'll come later, but first we have to move through losers top 8, starting with Dylan and K-Pop, followed by you versus Element. Oh shit,
That'll be a
dog.
fun one. That's the
We'll
match.
see what happens. I don't want to say anything to try and influence anything before that match happens, but you know, good luck. Now he's stepping into Dylan and K-Pop. These players very familiar. They play a lot. They've played each other a lot. The player matchup here has been very felt out. So you should expect to see kind of some weirder things happen here potentially. Maybe some strange reads on who's at what layer. Some weird progression through those layers in the so-called Yomi game, the neutral game. I think this is a K-pop favorite matchup personally, but the data says otherwise, which is really strange to me. I think that as a character, Marissa has to take too many big risks in the neutral, and that's kind of her weakness. A lot of the stuff that she's feeling the neutral out with is just very punishable. Kimberly especially has great footsie. She can snatch that shit up all day. But Dylan is a character who's not afraid to play footsies. He's not afraid to hang with the tension. He doesn't feel a compulsion to cut the tension, to force the issue. And that's the mark of somebody who can have a solid neutral. So he kind of plays against that weakness. He shores it up very well. And the explosive nature of Marissa on the backside of that relationship, makes it possible for Dylan to just get constantly beat up and then pull a win out of his ass with some clean moves. It might happen.
I definitely agree that Dylan's personal play style kind of counters Marissa's weaknesses in such a big way. Like when he gets those hits, he's getting all the benefit of Marissa, of the huge damage, the massive reward on so many of these situations where your opponent is always going to make a mistake. It's going to happen. And if you're ready with Marissa, you always make it hurt.
It's not even like your opponent's going to make this. That's very one player, no disrespect, coded. You have to make them make the mistake. It's not inevitable. You know what I mean? And then, anyways, I'm not trying to be fucking Sun Tzu here. What's up? He's trying to slide in. Jake Ryan, hey, why don't you slide in with Dak? And then I'll do a little, because Dak's coming up next. So that's going to be nice. Dylan at the corner here while we swap out.
These guys are cooking it up right now here at the Salon. Red, I unmuted both of the microphone symbols. That is correct, right? All right, and we have the correct read here in the corner to take us into round 3 between these two. A perfect may have started off the set, but we are going into the perfect storm here. Dylan has a fully loaded meter, and K-Pop at least has the buff. How you feeling, Dak?
Now with K-Pop with the buff, this is pretty good. This is what you want, especially getting it going into this final round. But Dylan, with level 3, you can never count out Marissa, of course.
Oh, yeah. Ooh! And, trying to show the early and often, willingness to go for that command grab. But John Privy finds the jump. Just continue peppering him in the corner, but the jab out. Not going to spend the meter just yet to go to the other side of the corner. Calls out the perfect parry. And this is where it gets scary because the strike kills here now.
Oh, it! That's it! He's dead if he doesn't drop this.
Oh, yeah,
Good
no.
stuff.
Deader than dead. Step right into the other side. Into the next game. Wonderful whiff punish from Dylan. The patience is what really paid off. And like I said, it was that one hit that was left over. You couldn't afford to whiff anything, and stand medium kick, such a prominent option in K-pop's arsenal. Live and die by the medium, and this is a very Dylan-favored matchup. Both of these guys have gotten first place 3 times here at the Salon.
Red would disagree with you. We were just discussing that he feels K-pop has what it takes to win here.
Oh, I absolutely believe it. Dylan is still, he's getting back into the saddle here, but in casuals, Dylan has had K-pop's number for the last couple of run-ins where they've been playing together. So I want to see how K-pop can adjust, because that is weighing on your mind as you go into the set. You know how the casual in it, and you have to be able to separate those moments from the tournament set, and that is a habit of Dylan's that's not being exposed here by K-pop. Uh-oh.
Just takes the plus ring through.
Oh!
Man punch, big swing.
He might just die here.
Is that level 2? Yep.
It's going to be close. No cigar. Not smoked just yet. More plus frame. Still locked in the corner.
Chance for K-pop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can't whip the medium kick again. Gets the jump.
Reset. Oh, no.
Oh, no. He recovered in time. He's about to be out of burnout. He's halfway through. No answer to the Superman punch. Trying to burn him out. Utilizing step kick. Not negative enough. He's not burnt just yet. He has a little bit more in the tank. Oh, and he calls out the jump. Set point here for Dylan.
That was really impressive awareness in that moment to commit to the drive rush and then see the jump and hit the anti-air button.
Wow, such a close drive rush. And K-pop trying to put up the defenses.
Nice
Turn in
counter
blue.
conversion.
Careful.
The first hit. Oh, tried to bait.
Bait out a super here, but John is, he's not really eager to bust out with that level 1.
Checks the drive rush OS.
That's the Seattle drive rush right there. Rough stuff. You can't take the strike either. That's what makes this so terrifying, because K-pop is about to burn out. He wants to jump. He wants to find a way to escape. And now the DI is that much more threatening to check. Uh-oh. Careful. When does he DI? He's just peppering him with lights. Big cancel. Yes. But he's not going to get the burnout here. He's not even going to get out of his own burnout. He still has a little bit of war to survive. He has to last this battle of attrition. No way!
Bust through. All right, Dylan keeping it clean today.
I mean, I really like that from Dylan. He knew that K-pop didn't have any options that beat armor fast enough. And he presented, I would say, absolute stopping force there. Masterclass. And you've got to hope.
Now it's time for me to stop commentating. How do you feel going into this head-to-head?
–
Pretty good if he's on Luke.
He's playing. What if he plays Bison?
That I'm 50-50 on. I was feeling pretty bad playing against Kasiski, but obviously this is going to be a different style of player. I think might be suited towards me a little better.
I'd say just be confident in your pressure, run your game plan, and just have fun out there. I think this will be a good ass set, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
It'll be fun.
Hell yeah, do it, brother. Getting back into the action here, we can see the head-to-head between Dak Josh and Element. Element does have the player matchup here. They've only run into each other 3 times. It's a 2-1. Dak Josh does have the MR advantage here at the Salon. Does it matter? We're going to find out.
Hurry up, Dak. Guy's waiting. You can see him.
I had a question to ask. All right, give him a break.
What's the question?
See how he felt about the matchup.
Oh,
what
that's
character
right.
he wanted to fight.
Yes.
If it was a day it ended in Y, if he liked that the sky was blue, just normal shit.
Everything.
Everything.
Talk about the weather.
Everywhere. No, not really. He's got to weather the storm. The turbulent wind, if you will.
It's true. The
Also,
6 setups.
Exactly. What's up, everybody in chat? I hope you're having a good night. Smoothie, I hope you're doing good.
Yes, sir.
Down since 91. Chicano, Ryoku, everybody else here. Remember to share with your friends. Continue to support the Salon. I hope you enjoy the show. We've got EVO in a month. It's going to be incredible as we gear up toward one of the biggest events in the world before Sagat hits your PS5s and your PCs.
It's going to hit the
Tiger.
PS5s extra hard, too.
Tiger knee. Tiger knee.
Shit's going to be on fire at the venues.
I mean, you got all the swimsuit costumes coming out, too. Tan lines for days.
Yo, what'd you say?
They're going to fund Capcom Cup next year with just Cammy's outfit. Did you know that? Did you know that? It's kind of crazy. Oh, the Switch 2s as well. That's right.
Chiming in through the shitty radio.
Dude, I'm shaking them Joy-Cons, all right? I'm shaking those Joy-Cons. I'm watching Cammy do combos. That's what I'm doing.
What do we think about this combo right here? Dak Josh and Element, they've seen each other a few times, but it's like it kind of far between, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna interject here too because I love the head-to-head. It's a 2-1, but look at like costume alt 1, costume alt 2 for their outfits right here. It's like Element Sin Beard versus Zach with beard.
Yep.
It's very good.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, I do think that it's really going to come down to whoever can establish the momentum here first. Dak Josh needs to be able to play the level 2 game and frustrate Element. Element's been, I would say, a little bit nerfed because of the parry changes. Now with the directional parry, it makes his tap parry game plan a little bit harder to execute. And I need Dak Josh to capitalize on that. But right now,
ooh, what a perfect.
It's looking like a capital L.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it was.
He
really
got the
nice.
PP on the bomb, but then couldn't do anything with it. He gets out of the corner though, kind of threw him off his tempo. Maybe. I like the neutral jump.
Yeah, there's the top parry again. Dak not going to the well of throwing -3, and yep, he's gonna take his turn back. He knows the frames, bro.
That button's so good at taking it back too.
He do be pressing the crouch
Just
medium
a
punch.
great ratio of startup to range.
Turnum's got Element, $20. Message Danny. Ooh, and a message has been sent early. If you're turning green, I am DPing out of there. Hoodie spinning mixer.
You got Element, $20 who takes it. I would probably go for Element on this bet as well. I think Element has more experience like in the fighting game minutia. Dak Josh has a very clean Street Fighter 6 flowchart here, but I think that when it comes
Big
down
punish.
to inches, Element's going to come out.
He's going to spend a level 3 here. And I mean, it's an expensive round to win, but you're having to do that. I don't know if I agree with this from Dak, though, because yes, I think you burnt yourself out, so you want to close out that round, but now it's going to be so hard to build this R. Element can take away half of your health with one hit confirm, and you just absolutely explode. So I need to see how he leverages this deficit of meter.
It's suddenly more of an uphill battle for a character that's normally oriented downhill at this point in the set.
Oh, he's not.
He's showing the parry every.
And he hasn't. The thing is, he hasn't gone for a single throw. I really need Dak to represent the throw.
There
No
it is
parry
again.
this time. He went for it again. He keeps tap parrying.
I mean, don't change it's not broke or whatever.
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There you go.
It's all right.
Okay.
I got you, brother. Please throw this man.
Element looking for that low PP off the first block. It's not there.
Oh, big counter hit again. He's looking for the tap parry. He's not throwing.
He's not.
He refuses.
He is. He wants that. He
That
wants
juicy
that
hit.
challenge. Yeah,
Oh my
he wants that
God.
crouch medium punch. There it is, buddy.
He's
taps
got
right
to spend
there.
level 3 to get the bar back. No, he's saving it.
Plus
gonna
frames.
take-
Okay, he gets it back from the plus frames. I get it.
Yeah, smart. Oh my God, what a
You're good.
backdash!
Yeah, you're good.
No, he could have killed.
Wait,
Why didn't you go into Yasar?
please, bro.
Just throw. Oh, finally.
Beautiful stagger.
Jesus. Not a single throw.
That was 2 rounds? I
was
thought
2
that
rounds.
was 1 round apiece. Dak Josh
No.
now? We're probably going to be losing my $20. What's going on here? Platinum.
Good thing you didn't make that bet.
We're going to be in the poorhouse. We're all going to be... Whoever took Dak Josh is running away right now to the bank. Big throw.
Gotta cash all that cash in, man. Oh my God.
To the corner we go.
We didn't see a single throw from Dak Josh that last game. I'm just calling it out.
I love the
Oh, what a
stand
backdash.
medium punch into the target combo as well.
And the thing is, Dak Josh has been showing a lot of these different defensive options. He showed, he showed the ODDP to get out. He showed backdash. The only thing we haven't seen is wake up super drive reversal now on display. Air to air is
Huge.
great.
Almost has level 2 here. Bro, you still have
No
it.
way.
Please.
Is he gonna DI him? That's what I'm wondering. Is he gonna go for the
Do it.
DI? He
Yes!
did. He has to go for like a super optimal combo into level 2 here to kill though. He can't. I mean, he can probably
You
make it
got
happen
this.
with level 1
You
now.
have to have this, right?
Yeah, you got it. You just level 1 super Rashid kick. Set point here for Dak Josh.
What the fuck, bro?
Everything is turned on its head.
This is... No way.
Dare I say this is the man?
I mean, I kind of agree with Dookie. This is kind of the moment where the pivot starts to shift the other way. Oh, that was an unhappy note. That's all right. The Element's got the adaptations, the
pressing.
data he needs. Dak Josh a little nervous, burned himself out. He's close to the corner carefully. One shitty DI and you're cooked. Nice jump out, though, away from the danger.
Yeah, I'm willing to go for the low afterwards. Oh my God, the DI,
There
but
it
he
is!
committed. He
What
just
the
needed
fuck?
to keep on the light strings.
You were out of the... All right, okay. I'm chill.
Just a little bit of autopilot. Caught. He's out of burnout now, which is actually
Great
huge.
defense. Great defense.
I actually do not agree with the drive reversal, but it sets up the level 2, so you're happy about hedging your bets. He's trying to Psycho Crusher through, but he blocks it. The patience from Dak rewarded. He doesn't get the full follow-up though, and now you have to find a way to burn him out. Where's the CA? He might try to churn it out. Not a single throw has been shown from Dak, and not a single throw was needed. Dak Josh takes it.
Dude, Element's no longer playing Bison. We're going to be seeing the loop now. 100%.
He didn't throw him
100%.
once. He did not throw him one time.
He played, you're right.
He didn't throw him one time.
Yep.
He said strike, strike, strike. He's a rock.
He
Nothing
kept
beats
it, dude.
rock.
You were begging him to throw him too.
My
He kept
boys!
it the whole time.
So I'm never throwing.
All right, what's next on the docket? Jesus Christ, here you got the mouse over
Yeah,
there.
we
You
got
can kinda drag this over.
Kasiski versus Dylan R.
Top 6.
Gonna be another classic match here at the Salon. Show me the head-to-heads. Give me the numbers, Mister.
It's happening.
I gotta see this.
Are they in the right spot? They're asking about which chair they want to sit in.
You want P1, P2. And it is a 50-50 toss-up between these two. Both of these guys have a Salon win under their belts. I can't remember when Kasiski was able to put, punch his ticket. That might have been one of the weeks where I beat Danny and then Kasiski cooked me.
Oh yes, you're right.
I think that was one of them.
Right.
I'm a bridesmaid, man. Give me the dress.
Okay. Your second seed.
Give me the dress. Give me the
You
dress.
are in the.
Give me the dress. I'm
the
wearing.
bouquet.
I'm right. Give me the bouquet.
Okay. I think these guys at the start, Kasiski has kind of a joke where if you care about what side you're on, he will play you for it.
Oh, I love it.
So that's why
It's
he
so
was kind
good.
of gesturing to the chairs and they were laughing.
Very important to play the chair mind game. And we're getting right into the game here.
Ruffle the feathers.
Losers top 8. This decide who gets into top 4. One step away from the money and one step away from avoiding that punish counter. Dylan is off to the races.
At the
Yikes!
corner. Yeah, SPD early on. Showing
right.
the risk.
You can't really take this next strike either. You will just evaporate here, and the jab checks are there. Good stuff from Kasiski. Stunts the bleeding. Gets to start some pressure of his own.
You know, Kasiski, man, he got rolled up by Danny. I haven't really seen anything else from him, so it's just... This is crazy, dude. What the fuck is going on?
Dude, everybody gets rolled up by Danny.
He does, but Kasiski is he's pretty good, so I expected to see a little something here, but he's been getting cooked right now. Oh,
Yeah.
huge block. Huge
Big
block.
smash. Yeah, I mean,
I think you're dead.
Yeah, you can go into level 2 here. Coolest super in the game. Bada bing.
Big body.
Choke her out. Dunzo. No,
Big
she's alive.
body, big
Wake up level
body.
1. Oh my goodness. Baits
love
it
it.
again.
I love that from Dylan, and this is an early investment once again, showing that I'm willing to show 2 supers. Showing that I'm stubborn. This can pay off if Dylan pivots on it correctly.
Sometimes you got to let the proverbial
Yes.
nuts hang, man. If they
You
get
do.
chopped, they get chopped.
It's so important to demonstrate you're not willing to be conditioned at some point.
He is showing one of the primary weaknesses of Marissa here as well. It's those deep cross-ups, and I love that from Kasiski. And Kasiski has not stopped here.
Super clean right now. The spacing on that one scissor kick is like crisp as fuck. Oh! Big catch. Dylan gets caught again. Okay. I kind of thought Kasiski was getting bullied, and then suddenly he's like, nah, 2-0 me. Go next.
Sometimes you're the dog, sometimes you're the hider, man. Shout outs to Dr. Danny Pham.
Huge whiff on the jump in. He was pixel perfect before, but now not so much.
These jab checks are incredible, too.
What am I watching right now, bro? My brain's having a hard time following this match. What the fuck is going on?
Kasiski has been so active at, on the defense to punish out any like fake strings and the Gladius. Dylan has to recognize this and catch him with a couple frame traps here or there. But the perfect parry is such a good deterrent. He's trying to change up the timing. He's trying to get these charge normals. And everything is falling apart. Auto time on
Bro.
the cross.
There's no neutral. They're just beating the fuck out of each other for like 99 seconds.
Oh, he baited it again!
No neutral.
3 times in a row, Dylan has been incorrect, and you don't have a lot of guesses left in the tank. 1 round away. We're moving on to top 4.
A couple of freight trains just slamming against each other. Barry on wake up against the throw. Finally. Okay, what do we see here? A jump, right? Oh, I like the stagger on the walk forward. Big steps in the house. No
man.
conversion there, though.
Delay tech ending up working out, but Dylan is already bleeding here. He doesn't have a lot of meter to work with either because that last round just gone in a flash. Was the Oki missed it.
Kasiski's trying to bait the crouch fierce anti-air.
Oh, Trey combo! No, it wasn't there. He didn't have the right spacing. He's not. He actually is going to die here to the level 3.
I think Big Body comes in,
He's
right?
cooked. I think Kasiski is going to
might-
be able
yeah,
to
you're right.
close
There's no
this
scaling.
out. 2-0. Fuck. Dylan, the little bro, has been sent straight out of the bracket. That was very clean from Kasiski.
He's a tall guy. What can I say?
It just felt that every single layer that Dylan tried to present, I mean, he got stopped. He got stopped at the pass.
Yeah, it was crazy because these guys were just inches away from each other the entire match. I think they stood at round start, and then maybe one other time throughout the entire set. So it was just tough to really make heads of anything because everything's happening so fast, and every interaction has at least 2 syllables. So they were just outpacing my mouth, brother. It was.
It's all right. I kept it. I was ready.
You were. I appreciate
ready.
that. I appreciate that.
You gotta be talk
was
show
so far behind.
talk show host ready. I saw everything.
Tell us more about what you saw, because to me it was like the comics with the fur balls. You know, you can't see inside of it.
I just a lot of it really came down to Dylan was trying to run his pressure and place Gladius to end his strings with armor, and it just completely loses to crouching jab from Bison.
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah.
he was able to just bust out with OS jab in so many situations, and then
just carry it.
And then immediately when Dylan tried to change his cadence, he got perfect parried.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
your first option completely stopped. You go into the well and try to show something else because your strategy wasn't working.
There's a lot of high risk.
You got blown up again.
Yeah.
And then you try to change up your Oki options, and they all lose to crouch jab. So
he kept trying to like bust out violently, and Kasiski was all over every option that he took. Parry,
It was even in his pressure. It was
Yeah.
like he just didn't. His pressure, he wasn't able to structure it in a way to catch what defensive layer Kasiski was showing right off the bat.
Was it 2-0?
It
It was 2-0. And I was like, Kasiski's, I was just in the wrong reality. That's all it is. What
Yeah,
about
dude.
these guys? Mason, Dak Josh. They've played before. Dak Josh is favored here, but Mason's been looking pretty nice tonight.
I think it's really going to come down to how many times Dak Josh actually throws. I'm not going to lie because Mason will take the throw. Mason will take the throw, and Dak Josh is a little nerfed in this matchup because he's his hesitance to show that option. Let's see if he can overcome the will to keep not throwing.
It's true. He's been keeping it super tight, so if Mason's been paying attention, he's going to have an edge on the defense on the first adaptation.
I'm loving seeing Mason make deep runs on this Guile, though. I do like the adaptation, switching over from Honda over to Guile.
Yes. He understands what a real character is now.
Yeah,
and he's
slowly
never going back.
Slowly climbing his way up the tier list and up the the bracket as well.
Yes, sir.
It's nice to watch.
It's nice. We need a Guile.
I'm not ready for the pop off when he gets me.
No.
It's gonna. I'm not ready. I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, what a slide! Looking forward to more booms being sent on the screen, and Dak Josh surviving a potential really dire burnout situation. I'm surprised that Mason didn't put the turn the gas on. He needed to cook the heat there.
Ooh, he kept it tight there, but Mason found the challenge anyway. Did you see that? Okay, we're putting buttons out when we should be. What's the answer from Dak Josh?
He's shimmying without throwing. Bro, you have to throw first for the shimmy to work.
Right. He still caught something too, so Mason's just like trying to be a bit disrespectful here. There's
Finally.
your throw.
Number one, baby.
Yeah. A little bit too textbook.
Nah!
Dak Josh almost burned out. Mason almost had a chance to turn that all the way around with 6 bars of drive under his belt, but instead, round 1 to Dak Josh. What a
Oh,
track.
yep, nice.
Too slow. Mason's been doing a good job of calling out parry on the Sonic Booms on his approach. Tried to go for a throw there off the DR or the overhead, so he's susceptible to the checks.
He's missing these perfect parries on his booms right now, so I need to see a little bit of a timing adjustment from Dak Josh. Did we see a flash kick reversal? Not just yet. Now you have to try to find a way out of the corner because you take this next hit. Level 3 is there to kill you. The throws are coming.
Yeah, they are. There's
Give it up for the number 3.
Number 4.
Number 4. Can I get a 5?
I like
He tried.
Really good option there. Good walk forward.
Try again.
Yes!
All right.
Yes, Dak Josh. Bro, I was told about that last night. He hit it.
He literally said minus frames.
Yes, sir. Is it your turn, sir? I don't think so. There's
I don't
Mason.
Think so.
The
I don't
classic.
think I'm minus. I think you're minus.
Thinking about how I just hold that L.
That's how it goes sometimes, man.
It is. Head down.
Mason thinking about it. He is a thinker.
He is. And you need to be.
See what adjustments he needs to make. I think as soon as he sees that Dak Josh puts himself at a deficit drive gauge wise, I need to see him engage. He has to change the tempo. Oh my goodness, and it was a little bit overzealous there, a little overstep. Dak's got a lot of meter.
I was talking about earlier, a lot of these guys are at the precipice in their skill development where they're now no longer just playing their game, they're also playing against their opponent. I think Mason's right there at that gap in terms of Street Fighter 6. So what you're talking about is making these adaptations, if it'll happen, if Dak Josh is going to see him respond, or at least they're just going to be two incoherent trucks smashing against each other. Yeah. Dak Josh has some nice adaptations. Mason has been sticking with the jab on defense. Oh, there's a parry.
That's massive too, and I mean it's a dire situation here because now the tornado is set up. You have level 1 to try to survive. Yasar's still there. My man is playing anime.
This is crazy.
Takes the throw, and the DI does come through. Dak Josh on set point here. Mason 2 bars to his name. What can he do with them though?
Kind of unfair that he gets a mustache to to think with. That's a buff. Dak Josh has got the whole fucking beard now that I think about it. That's crazy. He hasn't even gone to the beard stroke yet, so you know the situation's not that critical.
Ooh, do we see the reversal? It finally comes out.
Good timing.
Oh, got caught.
What? He could have got that with a roundhouse, but he went for the short, it ripped and fell onto the fireball. Okay.
Yep. Using the Arabian cycle. Oh my goodness.
Dak Josh showed a lot of neutral jump.
Nah.
You're dead.
No, he's still alive.
No.
Super Rashid kick will not kill here. He can't route into it. Another OD flash kick comes through. Now you die to one heavy kick into this CA. Is Mason going to find the opportunity? Maybe he tries to go for a level 2 activate. Raw Eagle Spike works. All right. Not the way you want to win the set, but sometimes that's how shit goes. And I've got to go right on over to the player.
Oh, please do.
Chair. I got to go fight Danny.
Winners finals. Good luck. How do you feel about the match? What's the strategy?
I'm going to.
He's not listening. Trust. You know he's listening right now.
Have fun.
Okay, I got. You should have said some shit to throw him off. I'm gonna DP a lot. That's true. All right, Jake has left the building. I'm sure Dak Josh might slot in. We'll see what happens here. Let's take a look at the statistics here. Jake versus Danny. There's quite a few sets that they've played, so we got some stats to put on screen. Jake Ryan, a California transplant. I think it's been at least a year now that he's been out here in Seattle, but he's melded right into the local scene, as you do if you are truly a fighting game player at heart. It is the home from home. And he's settled in quite comfortably here. Jake, right? Your name's Jake, right? Chris, right? Chris? Leaf jumping on. Wait, let me unmute you. Leaf's jumping in. How you doing, brother?
Yes.
What is your name?
Bro, you got to be a little normal.
Tell me about your
Help me out here. How much water have you had to drink tonight?
How much water?
Are you hydrated? You seem hydrated. Got you, dog. Fist bumps are out.
Yeah.
Good, I'm good. How do you feel about this match? Leaf, introduce yourself. It's me. It's Leaf. I'm jumping on the mic. You know,
Leaf
standard
and
stuff. Standard stuff.
Truly. Yeah, no, I mean the Salon Classic, right?
Yes, sir.
I haven't watched much of the bracket so far. I've been playing a lot of casual. How's Jake been playing tonight?
Jake has been trying to play a little bit of a slower game overall over the course of the past few months, and I think here it's really going to be tested. In a previous match, Jake was playing the set. The bracket. I don't recall which one. He did demonstrate that, slowing that down very comfortably. So it's looking promising. I'd say the forecast is good right now. Danny, so familiar with playing at that speed, though. It's a monster of a matchup to make happen.
It's a nice little punish counter there. No big confirm. Jake's starting out kind of strong.
Oh, this is a first to three.
Oh, hype.
Production
All right,
reminding
this
me
is
that I
the
fucked this up.
begin.
So sorry about that, folks. We got that fixed. So first to three winners finals, and that makes it all the more difficult for Jake to snake one out from Danny's fingers. It's truly an honest man's game at this point. Oh, I like the flash parry from Danny. Walk forward sweep. Take note, if you are a lower level player, that Danny did take a step forward before he put that poke out there. So important not to remain at the spacing you're presently at when you're looking for the poke. You want to move to that spacing and then go for it. Don't waste your fucking time.
Nice little snipe out on that round, taking it even from CA health range. But Jake again drawing first blood in this round as well. We'll see if he's able to carry this momentum a little bit forward.
Tried to shimmy, gets checked by the low, the DRC into the reset. Danny with so much super, 3 dashes, he's so confident, yes.
Yeah, but this is that nice low or crouching confirm that he had at the beginning. Oh, and that's a
what? Even with the buff, the nerf, no DB.
Oh wow!
Full gauge now.
Yeah,
Huge.
There's the DB finally, but both players sitting on the level 3. The CA will absolutely kill. Oh, he tried to bait it there.
Nice job, Jake. Don't feel too much tension here, but don't give him too much space. Jake doing such a good job of being unpredictable when he wants to move with the ebb and the flow here.
But Danny taking those little ticks where he did, you see him just do
He's
that
so
light,
comfortable.
that standing light kick and just chill.
He knows I'm just one perfect parry away from winning. I love the DI. He built the stack. Danny was thinking about what spacing, where's my whip punishes, what's my game here, what's my spacing. Suddenly, just knocks the Jenga blocks down. Well done to Jake. Right in the DP to start the round off as well. He knows exactly where he is. No burnout force with the super. He's so confident. The DP would have been nasty there. Going to burn out on his own terms, too.
Yeah, Jake doing it first, really. Danny was on the cusp there, but already back to 2, and now he's throwing out the DIs. Both players still sitting on 3 meter. If Jake gets like a really clean hit, it could be the end. But the burnout is absolutely playing a game here. SPD. This is where it gets evened up. Oh, the light kick! He didn't hold up. That is absolutely game 1 going to Danny, fam. It is, again, first to 3. So we do get that long set privilege. But, man, that will probably be telling for a lot of the set. Let's get a long, nice one with a lot of well thought out.
Did you see what Danny did there on that wake up dog?
Tell me.
Raw drive rush, slight delay. I think he did stand light kick afterwards, connected on block, went for the reset into the SPD. So he baited reversal, went inside, either with the block string or on hit, went for the reset afterwards. There's just too much coming at you too fast. I was thinking to myself, just rip that DP, brother, but no, he had a layer ready for it. Okay, backswing DP, that's all you need. The SPD.
He's alive. He's alive, though.
Left. I'm sorry.
The sliver, it's not over till it's over. And, I mean, even if the round is out, maybe yeah.
What the fuck was that? He was just trying to get out of the corner, maybe. I don't know.
Trying to get a little cross up. Yeah, I mean, EX SPD not the best at tagging those, right? I feel like at a certain point, like maybe just building super meter is the play on those like long lost rounds. But I mean, Ryan, undeterred, is coming into this one pretty strong.
Drive reversal, the knockdown, a couple of whiffs from Danny, nothing that Jake has been able to capitalize on yet. Nice DP to get back to mid-screen. Trying to check him low, looking for the shimmy, it's not there, the reset hits him instead.
Yeah, we're seeing the backdashes come out, trying to bait like SPDs on block, but Danny is ready and checking with the lows, and one big level 3 is gonna mean this drive clear situation is pretty evened up. Oh no,
no dude, he's dead. He's fucking dead.
I didn't even realize. Yeah. Wow,
2-0 to Danny now. He's starting to run away with it. This is where it starts to get discouraging for Jake, is that Danny is so clean with all these different exchanges. It's a little bit discouraging because when Jake tries to rotate to something new and fresh, Danny's just ready for it. It's like, okay, to maintain confidence in your choice of options when the guy has demonstrated I'm already ready for what you pick before you pick it, that's hard to do. You got to have a well deep enough to inspire that kind of confidence, and Jake Ryan, I think, is on the cusp of establishing that well with that slower play.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a game of bravery, really. And like he's definitely a player that plays with his heart, and the bravery is there. And we see this as he starts this corner offense. Nice 3 little strings in a row, but a big parry is going to turn the tables. Jake Ryan with one bar in the corner.
The whole parry was frightening. Jake Ryan, one more chance. Sends the DP, it's over. Tough, showing that he has indeed broken. Trying to send the DP out. It's just, you know, he's starting to run out of ideas here, and Danny's just zeroing in on the tendencies. No whiff punish on that stand fierce was massive.
But we do have a nice whiff punish here, and the fireball game begins. He's holding the space, making Danny come to him, but coming to him, he definitely is. Oh my God! Freaking 3.
SPD
no
set
way.
up and executed. Level 3 ready to go. Is he gonna hit him 3 for 3 with the SA3 on the reset here? No.
Reset.
DP's there, but the threat still lurks, and Danny loves to get a little cute with how he closes it out sometimes.
The burnout is scary though.
Now he just can play with him. Yeah. 3-0. You know, Jake said he's gonna have fun with it, and I hope that was as fun as it looked, because it's a low bar to clear. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. The bar is objective, I suppose. You gotta hope that he felt fun in those rounds that he made so close. Because I feel like that was, I mean, the classic example of 3-0, but like every round really did feel like they were putting their hearts on the line.
Jake plays with his heart on his sleeve, so that's just kind of his style as a player, to be very aggressive like that. The problem is, I've said it before, when you have that aggression as your specialty, it sometimes can get a little bit predictable, and that becomes your biggest challenge, is making that aggression your specialty, making the timing correct. But somebody like Danny, who's so comfortable playing at that slower timing, it makes it all the more difficult to find the correct pace to play your aggressive style at when you're crossing into that high-level play zone. Speaking of which, we are crossing into Dak Josh Kasiski. Again, Dak Josh, demonstrative to me of somebody who is approaching playing not just their own game, but playing their opponent as well. So important that you don't just run your flow chart. That's kind of the stage one. We learn how to manipulate the character, what the strategy is, how to use the moves in sequence, how to set up the good Oki, what's kind of a good option to rotate on layer 1. But then what your layer 2, your layer 3 is always informed by who is sitting across from you on the sticks. A lot of the time you don't have to take that into consideration because you can't. There's too much to worry about at first. But now Dak Josh has reached a point where he's gotten familiar enough with the game, he can start thinking about the other guys sitting across from him. Kasiski has long since been doing that already. So this is really a test for Dak Josh to see if he truly belongs at this 4th seed. Kasiski looking to retire him there precisely.
And I love the combination, like the back-to-back of these two ideals, right? Because we have the idea of timing as well as like watching your opponent, and I feel like Dak Josh is a player who has that timing where it's just like if he's using both of those things together, the escapes are absolutely there, and the offense is absolutely there. Like he's on a sliver here. But man,
dog, he dropped his fucking conversion like 3 times, and for whatever reason, like it keeps hitting Kasiski. Kasiski's like, oh, it's my turn? Fuck, no, you fucking did a dumb move. Oh, it's my turn? Oh, no, you did a dumb move. And Dak Josh was not trying to. Just kept slipping out, so a little lucky there. Don't get discouraged, Dak. Nice find. He's got to be worried about that resource bar now. You don't want to get yourself too close to burnout. So the next DRC is going to be huge from either player if they go for it right now. Kasiski goes first. Oh, and he immediately spins, yep.
Big burn. Yeah, built it right in the combo itself. Gonna take that big, nice life lead. The drive meter situation pretty close, but a nice anti-air is gonna maintain Dak Josh with that lead there.
Dak Josh, like, getting challenged by jab after 2 blocks is actually... Dak, if you're watching this, brother, you can't be losing to somebody jabbing after 2 blocks. It's just not possible. That's 101 here. And you know that. How are you going to adapt to that? That's what I'm talking about. We saw Mason getting away with some nice staggered jabs on defense. Now Kasiski's showing the same card. Dak Josh cannot be lost against this. We'll see what the adaptation is.
No anti-air right there. It's going to hurt a lot as well as Kasiski takes us to the corner, forcing Dak Josh to pull out the risky drive rush throw, but it does work out for him. Nice anti-air is going to help us out here as well, but no confirm. The overhead works, but I mean, he's still in the corner. The drive situation is looking dire, and Kasiski does have that air-to-air confirmed. The bomb is there.
You see a lot of holistic gameplay from Kasiski here, using the drive reversal, ostensibly a defensive option to maintain his offensive momentum here. Gaining the corner off of Dak Josh's own pressure and then finishing him there, starting with that drive reversal. Very strong play by Kasiski. Dak Josh starting the free fall a bit, but this is a 1st to 3, so if he brings us 1-1, he can kind of give up the next game, and it's a lot of data in front of him. So this is the most important match for Dak Josh right now. If Kasiski goes up 0-2, I don't think Dak has this.
And a nice little backdash bait is going to help him out here as Dak Josh takes a pretty hefty lead in this round 2. The meaty overhead, and he baits the punish counter throw as well. All right. Man is awake. I mean, clearly on offense,
he has to win this.
He's firing on all cylinders, it seems like. It just really matters whether or not Kasiski can catch up to his tempo.
Talk the plus frames. The assault is underway. Kasiski now. Yes, there was beating out that jab. Dak Josh showing I paid attention in class. Yeah, put those buttons out, bitch. I'll space myself right here. Level 3 closes it out, brother. You are more than dead. Now, 1-1 in the 1st to 3. Dak Josh suddenly has a chance. Losing that first game when you're at the disadvantage in the player matchup was huge. But keeping it even, 1-1 at parity, as they say, is so much more critical than that. He's brought it back to even. Now it's a 1st to 2. Anybody can win here.
And the swing game so important. And Dak Josh bringing that really electric flow into this game. The way he played that corner, can we see it again? A big DP to maintain his momentum is huge.
Because this has to be so careful how he mounts his offense here. Great option. Shimmy into the grab. Gets the corner for free. He might actually just kill him off that side switch. What an escape!
Oh, and the cross-up does actually work as an air-to-air, right? And now it's Dak Josh's way, but the EX Crusher, or Scissors.
Caught that stray.
Bomb.
It's okay. Looking for the parry is Dak Josh, but no punish on that parry from Kasiski. Tried to catch him pressing something afterwards, wasn't there. Close to the corner we get. Conversion, no level 1. Burned himself out, smelled the blood, baits the throw, secures the round. Moving on to looking at a 2-1 lead is Dak Josh. Not quite yet, but he's almost there.
I might be mistaken, but I think that is the first round taken by Dak Josh in this set so far. And that could mean a lot, but Kasiski is about to prove me perhaps wrong. Nice little throw before the bomb pop, and Dak Josh is forced to spend a little to try and get himself some space.
Oh my god, tried to parry, not there, wasted a little bar. Did Kasiski, if he's like half a bar short of needing something, we know where it came from right now. That's in play still. Especially if he gets below 3 bars. Now if Kasiski burns himself out, it was because he flashed that parry that caused him to be in that situation. Level 3 is going to put him close.
And it also allows Dak Josh to get
Out of
burnout
burnout, yes.
himself. Dude, he's been playing around being in burnout with this corner
Yes.
position so
Ooh.
well. And now he just gets to abuse
Yeah.
the DI, taking his swing game for himself. 2-1, Dak Josh Kasiski.
Huge. Fucking enormous. Cannot be overstated. Kasiski 83.3. They're both at equivalent Salon rating, though. You see here, Dak Josh has been putting in the work. The player matchup, they simply haven't ran into each other in quite some time. Now, Dak Josh is back, and he's looking a little different. Huge jumping over the stand fierce. Oh, bro, we got to tighten up on Kasiski's side.
And the empty low. He's getting a lot of nice damage here, but the corner situation reverses, and suddenly Kasiski with the punish counter.
That button's just fucking belligerent. You know what I think it is that
DI it.
Kasiski's very similar to yeah, they nerfed it now. Very similar to Biscuit in the way that they're both so sweet, but can have that the dark streak, as Plenum referred to it. So it's hard to say whether or not Kasiski just, because sometimes if you're in a very favored matchup, you can just kind of be a little disrespectful and play a little loose and, you know, ignorantly, if you will.
I mean, I've been told Bison loses every match.
Well, I don't even dig into that, but the thing is that if you're playing a little loose, sometimes you may not be paying attention to what your opponent's doing just because you're like, this is mine for granted. I have to know, was Kasiski paying attention while he was playing a little loose, perhaps? This is where we'll find out.
No!
I think he was, because he's made the adaptations he needs to. He's not just staying on that one note, yet a little tighter. He's trying to rotate the options. Great parry to maintain. Yep.
And Dak Josh, though, like, I feel like he's kind of scrambling to try and steal this lead back, and he's burning himself out in the process.
Huge.
The level 3 is still there, and the CA is on deck now because Kasiski not able to really close out
There
that.
it is.
Okay.
And I think that answers my question, is that, you know, maybe he was playing a little loose, like a little flagrantly, maybe some ignorance and there's some disrespect. Perhaps. I think sometimes it's just the nature of the uneven matchup is you kind of play like that anyways. This is how it goes. He was certainly paying attention, though. That 2-2 was 2 rounds straight. That was a statement right there. Dak Josh has got to be sweating right now.
Yeah, reverse 3-0 incoming. Let's see if Kasiski can pull it out.
Not a reverse 3-0 because he went up.
No, you're right.
Come on, bro. Lock in here, okay?
You said 2 in a row. I was thinking, yeah. No, but immediately Dak Josh coming out firing on all cylinders here.
These guys have had some really great drive reversal usage. Kasiski's doing good at finding offensive plays with it, but Dak Josh using it as it should be as well. Good throw away from the corner, finding it for himself here soon. No TRC on the low. I actually respect him not sending that because he has a life that he doesn't need to.
Yeah, maintain that meter, but as we say, we got to worry about these parries, right? Allowing these opportunities for a throw. It wasn't a punish counter, but Kasiski suddenly running away with this. We're going to not spend, actually.
Oh my god, the wake up
burns
fight!
himself out, too.
Level 1 here?
Hold on, level 2. Can you? I think you might just
chip.
be able to chip, yeah.
Dude, he has level 2. Kasiski
Empowered.
Fuck him up! Yeah! Dak Josh suddenly. Is this fucking set point for Dak?
Yeah, that was a massive mistake
This is
by
huge.
Kasiski to allow that to happen to himself.
Oh,
the
Dak Josh
burnout.
finds first blood here.
Yeah. And I mean, we can talk about like the meter difference. We do have Kasiski with 3 meter, but I don't think he wants to spend it on this.
Shall
we
we
get 2
stubbornness?
throws?
Nice!
Harry,
Still over the third
though.
one. Yes! Yes!
Okay, this is his opportunity. Dak Josh is time to shine. He doesn't commit there.
Level 2's
But
almost
we
on.
do keep the passion. We do keep the pressure alive.
Dude, he has it.
He
has
does.
it. He's gonna do it. Dak Josh, you're fucking doing it, bro.
Level 2, it's just plus. It's just going to all be on block, but that is +2, plus like 4.
Oh, go low, go low, go low. He's buffering.
Ah!
No, no.
Back throw. It could be anything.
Yes!
He woke up jab.
Don't
He's
burn
not
yourself
dead.
out. Nice.
Oh, the bait!
Are you kidding me? Dak Josh. Moving on. You can stay seated, sir. Where are you going? You're here for losers. I mean, for losers. That's what Kasiski's saying. You got to stay right here.
Oh my god, dude, he played the whole set for that one interaction, man. The side switch combo into the throw he was doing every time that came up. Every time that came up until then, where he went for the neutral jump, baited the tech, and got that last interaction
sir.
clean.
Yes, sir. And now his prize for that hard-fought battle is to immediately fight Jake Ryan in a 1-to-3. He only wants the run back against Danny Pham. So, you know, Jake Ryan's motivation here, quite clean, quite pure, quite sharp, I'll say. The sword has been drawn, and now it's up to Dak Josh to answer the call of the duel. Who will win the favor of the Fair Maiden? That is the grand finals match against the Doctor here, who's been lording over this fucking castle. Dude, it's got to have been at least, I mean, he's won like 63 games. It's fucking crazy. It's just, it can't be overstated how absurd this run is and how momentous it would be for somebody to actually beat Danny at a Salon Series Weekly. The reason the glazing is happening is just to emphasize that. So, good lord. Both these guys, basically what they're fighting for is a chance at the Executioner's block. And I don't know, both their necks don't seem to have a great matchup against that sharpened axe. But against each other, Dak Josh has enough weird timings, I think, to kind of throw off Jake Ryan's explosive offense. But I think Jake Ryan's slow play, he's just going to be more comfortable in that space, in that clutch. It's really hard for me to call. I obviously, this favors Jake Ryan, but Jake Ryan's style of play can sometimes leave some pretty gnarly gaps that somebody can take advantage of. And Dak Josh with Rashid, with the level 2, I mean, it's just, you got so many options to take advantage of it with. It's a lethal character here.
It makes me think that this setting is going to come down to a game of the scramble, because I feel like Dak Josh really good at bringing these strong players from our venue to these really uncomfortable situations, right? And Jake Ryan, of course, a player who plays with such heart. Dak Josh, I feel like he's got the heart, but he's got the like. I don't think he's a heart player, if that makes sense. And I wonder how that matchup is going to come through as he comes out with this strong lead.
Jake Ryan's mashing a lot. He's going a lot of jab on wake-up, buttons on wake-up. He tried to rotate parry, and Dak Josh rotating into the throw at the perfect time to call out Jake Ryan's adaptation now. Jake Ryan's got to be careful here. I think he was just kind of saying, okay, I'm just going to stay stubborn. You're eventually going to let off. Dak Josh did not. You know, when I was telling him last night, I don't want to give myself credit, but I was telling Dak Josh, you're baiting DP way too much, dude. You just got to, like, just eat it. Like, don't even be like, oh, I'm sad that I ate that DP. Be like, oh, hell yeah, brother. You are feeling stressed, aren't you? 100%. Yeah. Especially if you're at the life lead. So, you know, Jake Ryan was kind of looking for that release in the valve, and Dak Josh, unrelenting now, has the side switch off the Super Bowl. What a backdash. Has that set up so clean.
Oh, and even with being in burnout, he's saying, I'm going to take this Oki and take this game to boot. Dak Josh looking really good coming out the gates here.
I was talking about the disrespect with Kasiski before, like, you know, hypothesizing. I think that hypothesis is working much more seriously here with Jake Ryan. But here's the thing, is he's really pushing him to the test. Look at this. He's keeping it tight. Will there be a bust out here? No.
I mean, I love the hezzy there. It did get parried, but that does mean that, like, the throw is in his head. There we go.
Yeah,
and only one nice confirm is all it will take. It's not that hit, but the anti-air is absolutely there.
Clean.
And Jake Ryan taking that second game, or second game first round, so clean.
There's the adaptation and play from Jake Ryan. He played stubborn the first game, set it up, then knocking him down here in round 1 against 2. Great challenge from Dak Josh.
Precedent, right?
Dak Josh so consistent with ripping DPs during pressure and hitting them for how often he's ripping them.
Nice anti-air, though, and he does get the
Could have
throw
teched that.
afterwards. Yeah, right. Not a punish counter. Oh,
Another
but
one.
that one was.
Burnout as well.
Quite. No, he allows it to happen. The perfect parry was necessary to avoid it.
Huge trade for Dak Josh.
Oh!
Yes! Massive, actually. Dak Josh was in a terrible spot, but the side switch into that trade relieved just enough pressure. Oh, but the shimmy's going to
That's dead, yeah. No, man. I mean, I feel like the neutral jump would have worked. I mean, rather, the DP would have worked if it was not light. But, I mean, at a certain point.
You want to come? Sure, go ahead.
Oh, man. But we got game 3 coming out so fast. And suddenly a DP, and I'm talking, and I'm switching seats. I'm a professional. Hey, I've been paid for commentary, so I think I'm allowed to say that. Ooh, nice perfect parry, though, out of Jake Ryan. Taking that double dash into a throw.
Wait, what?
Yo, oh my gosh.
Hold
and
on.
joining me here is Kasiski the GOAT.
Oh, thanks for having me. Yeah.
No, I mean, incredible run tonight. I feel like that
did
could
all
have
right.
come down to either of y'all players. It was really up until that last game. But I mean,
back and
we're
forth, yeah, and he had the read in the end. That made all the difference, right? Let's see if he has the read here against Jake Ryan. Notoriously difficult to predict.
Yeah, and he's been doing a really good job of controlling the tempo on this round in particular, or game rather. And as we take ourselves to the corner, we wonder, Dak Josh, do you have what it takes to get out of this situation here?
Oh, and Jake willing to throw here. He's willing to slow play this, not commit a lot. He knows when to use drivers to extend and then just save the meter now, right? Wait till he has another driver on deck. Now he doesn't do it. But the low floor, this is huge, okay?
Yeah, he wants to take that opportunity, even if it puts him in a little bit of debt, because suddenly
Level
he's
2
got this
here.
nice, the level
One
2
throw,
is
one knockdown, right? I think he's going to use it, but
and a parry thrown as well, not just a shimmy or anything, right? And now he's in burnout.
Josh is good in these situations, though.
He's been playing the burnout game really well when he has this corner position.
Oh, the low
but-
forward, yeah. Did the save
Yeah.
cancel.
Yeah, sure.
I will say Josh is really good in those situations, I think, where he's burned out. It looks hopeless because he's one of the few players, I think, that understands you got to take a risk sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to do something crazy because you're down, and he knows when to do that and how to do that. Right now, though, he has the corner here. Got that back throw. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, and we see he's been playing this corner position really well all this set, frankly, but the walk forward throw, it's not a back throw. Jake fighting his way out of this situation, and neither player can really get a solid hit here.
Yeah, it's really awkward. Finally, the DP comes out, but the problem is Jake put himself on one bar with that. I don't know. Josh is going to be able to abuse that here, force him to take some hits just to build the gauge back.
Level 2 is
Okay.
close. The parry is big, but he's going to go for that. Even though he's -4, the jab is going to work. Jake, on his last legs, can take one throw.
Oh, has to parry the
What?
DI Cummings. The shimmy? Okay,
Spacing,
that's where
yeah.
the mind games get crazy. When you get low health, right? You know that you can't take the DI anymore. You have to parry it, and then they just shimmy you. It's like the last thing you're expecting, right?
And I mean, the Rashid shimmy is just dash forward without the run. Right? Like, he just did the dash forward and stood there. Oh, no. Didn't
Looking
get
like
the
a
anti-air,
Rashid
though.
round, but yeah, the anti-air is a problem. Jumps out. This is fine. Good. We take the DP, absolutely.
Does maintain that screen space for Josh, but he's quickly losing it.
Jake also knows when to risk it. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, the step kick just putting that space, throwing
he
it out,
missed-
and oh no, confirmed though. Oh man.
Nobody wants to win. Nobody wants to win. And the back throw.
throw.
Okay. Level 2.
Level
There it
2
is.
for sure.
So desperate situation. Despite the health, right? This is actually a desperate situation for Jake. Gonna have to block this. And I think... Okay, he survives here. So now he's... Ooh, burned
Yeah,
out.
the burnout's
I think
big.
it's fine though. I mean, you have super. It's all good. Trust your reaction. Yeah, you're a dad, but you got this. You can still react.
Can react to the fireball startup though. We gotta worry. How long are you waiting?
Oh.
You can only wait so long.
I wonder what the jump was for there. Maybe, well, I guess to be fair, if he blocked that, he's probably getting chipped with Cyclone, right? With spin. I think he
probably
gets the
so.
charge spin there, and that's a guaranteed chip situation. So I get jumping. I'm not sure if he had anything there, actually, because Wake Up Super level 3 probably doesn't reach, right?
I mean, it's one of those situations, right, where it's like he needed to, like, I mean, the only way out in a lot of that pressure was just to super, and you just had to call out an option. And Dak Josh did not go for the DI. He did not go, like, the most reactable thing I think he did was like a stand heavy kick at one point really early in the pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, best case, you react with, I don't know, a jab against that or something?
Well, you have to
That's weird,
super.
but
Well, I suppose not. Yeah, but like,
yeah, I
it's
think
really hairy.
one thing we're seeing right now, and 2-2, right? Last game here in the match, one thing we're seeing is that Jake is willing to spend his meter and burn himself out, and unfortunately for him, Josh is really good at abusing that, and maybe just Rashid in general, right? So, see if an adaptation comes through here. I think Jake needs to not burn out. I think
he's
that would
doing
help.
He's doing a pretty good job of like maintaining this meter control, right? He's playing this mid screen really well. They're not like getting big hits that send anyone to the corner, so it's like they can kind of just afford to play this micro game. But he knows he can't send it on that low forward as Dak Josh takes this sort of meter lead.
Oh, that could have been hit confirm. You got to hit confirm those stands fierces.
Ooh,
Counter
big
hit.
parry finally, right after that was the first drive rush from Jake of this round.
He's so close to building level 2 also, and you know as soon as he gets his knockdown, he's going to use it, but instead, okay, not the kill, we're
Minimal,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, now we're going to see a level 2, for sure, right?
You get backdash level 2.
No,
no
oh,
he's
just goes for the
maintaining
shimmy.
it. Oh, and it works. One more hit's all it takes. But
Greedy!
the tech.
Oh, use the level. Come on, Josh.
Oh, the jab!
Really? He saved it? He checked. Was that a run stop or something like that?
No, I mean, he didn't hit anything on block. It was just, he
just got
checked
the
to walk
jab.
forward.
And he now has the level 2 right now. Okay, you got to spend the level 2 here, Josh. Come on. You know you're going to build another one this round if you need to. Come on. Get it out there.
True.
Get it out there.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the meter, the drive deficit right now,
Okay,
so he
here it is.
really
Here it
needs
is.
to make a swing.
Coming. No, he doesn't want to. Maybe you know something I don't about like when it's punishable or not, but you use it right now to get your meter back. No,
He's
oh,
putting,
no, dude.
no, the weird juggle and the
Okay.
super. He's not burned out.
Yes, level 3 there would have won the
Brother.
match basically.
Okay, he is now. Yo, but we get a combo finally.
Okay,
The
interesting
CA2.
situation. Yeah, he chose to do an unsafe move on block to burn Jake out, but Jake ready with the punish anyway. Now it's kind of like up in the air. Who's going to get this? Josh with some supers, right? But okay. Here's the thing. Josh with 2 bars left here. Jake with nothing. So we have a level 2 from Rashid. Yasar on deck. When are we going to see it? I really just want to see Jake, Josh pop it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're
Kinda neutral
Jake, you
first,
want him to pop it early as well,
Because you
though.
build another one, right? Especially if he has 3 bars now.
I mean, it's in a single. Well, that's true.
Don't
I
get
mean,
back thrown right now. If
at
Jake,
this
if Jake
point-
gets back thrown, it's curtains almost.
Frankly, at this point, you wonder if Dak Josh is wishing he hadn't used it sooner. Because we're in the throw loop city. There is no shimmy in sight, and this is the guess. Low forward
here it
drive
is.
rush.
Here it comes. No!
The jab! He doesn't confirm, though! What is going on? Jake Ryan under 1 bar of drive. Dak Josh cannot counter DI, and a cross up jump light kick.
Ooh.
Finishes it
Yeah.
out.
Jake did with that drop there. Jake did put himself in a scary spot, right? If the level 3 connected from Josh at that point, burn Jake out. Now I think at that point he might be in guaranteed stuns position too. Like it could have
with his
swung
back.
so fast if something like low forward spin, level 3, anything like that. Confirm wise could have totally changed the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, just honestly a strange game, a strange final game, I think, from Josh in terms of level 2 usage. Maybe, I assume he has a plan for that because he's a very thoughtful player who has done his homework and he's thinking a lot about the meter and stuff like that. So I'm sure he has a reason for that. I'm going to have to ask him later.
Let's do it. All right, so Red's hopping back in right here. I'm going to hop out.
Millennials, I should say. Yeah. The millennials are becoming the new boomers. Nobody cares about that. Jake Ryan had a nasty 0-3 against Danny earlier, and after a set like that against Dak Josh, how do you think that affects you going into this match against Danny?
I don't think it I don't think Jake cares. Yeah, I don't think.
You don't think it helps? It doesn't hurt?
I don't think it makes a difference to Jake. Jake definitely thinks about this matchup. I know he does that. I don't know how much he like drills and preps for it exactly, or how much they play offline, right? Or I guess I should say away from Salon. 'Cause everything's online these days. But
That's so true.
I have to assume that he just has a plan and he's going to send it, and we'll see what happens. Right?
We're
That's
taking
all you
it
can
back,
do.
though. We're taking it back offline. Big DI. Taking back the life lead potentially here. We're pretty close.
Ooh, and this is the thing. I've been trying to work in the neutral jump. Originally I was, and I sort of decided that it's not worth it actually. As like
really?
instead of shimmy, right? I think the
Right.
problem is that a lot of shimmies, maybe that Ken has, he can't walk back and be out of SPD range
For a lot of
And so
knockdown, right.
It's kind of scary that way.
Oh
but
yes, yes. Specifically the
Yeah.
command grab, of course. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, it's really a player thing, and that's definitely a deeper in the bag, so to speak. You know, it's a higher risk option. It's a little bit more of a narrow call out. Great start to some scrambles though off of a neutral jump. Okay.
Danny's kind of right where he wants to be right now. He's almost burned out. He's in a position where he can spend and burn himself out and still be kind of safe, honestly. He has level 3. I expect we'll see something like that soon. Stand light kick, drive rush, just to like put himself in position.
The fuck was that? That punishable too? That dude sucks.
Yeah, very strange. And but good punish, right?
Was that like a meant to DI? I think he uses the macro for DI. I'm not sure what that was.
It might have been a mistake.
He's
Then
just
again,
trying to use it. I don't know.
Here's the thing, Danny throws in weird shit
Yeah,
like that
it's-
just to mess with you. Like, and as a player myself, I think about it for the rest of the round. I'm
Right.
like, why did he do that? Was
Yeah,
that
exactly.
intentional?
Just preoccupying that
Mean-
little corner.
Meanwhile, he's SPDing me like
Yep.
over and over.
Yep, just spinning around in that corner. Wait a second, I'm in this corner too. In your arms.
Nice.
Nice
DP. Yeah,
DP.
great spacing there on the anti-air.
Oh my god.
Knows he can't
The
really DI
delay?
here, but he gets it anyway. Okay.
The
Just as I say
delay.
it.
Shimmy? The delay backdash off the drive rush? Relax, Jake.
Yeah.
It's not Evo yet.
It was just enough to catch Danny off guard there.
Just enough to make him go, what the fuck was that? Oh, pretty funny. Okay, burns himself
Ooh,
out
the
early.
parry.
Feeling very confident here is Danny.
I remember when we saw Danny go for 3 headbutts in a row in Winners Finals, and Jake parried all of them, and that's not going to reach, so this is almost... Okay, it's not checkmate. He's
gotta
going to be
milk
able to
this.
get a stun here if he wants. How soon does he take it?
He's pretty decent
Okay.
at the burnout game. Okay, couldn't milk it any longer because the gauge
He
was
had to
back
burn
rapidly.
a lot of meter to do that.
What the fuck was that? Yeah, it was. It was just kind of a weird situation. He was forced to cash out when he didn't really want to. He didn't have much to cash out into.
Oh,
Okay,
that
great
could've
check.
been-
Inching him closer. Danny wants that whiff so bad. Don't whiff, Jake. Oh my god. There it is. Now closing the gap is Danny. Reset. doesn't
Wow.
mean it. Is that just the first game? Wow. Jake did a really good job of slowing that
Really
down. I
good
mean,
game, yeah.
it felt like it was out of control for a second, and then Jake locked it right back in. So good signs for our hero here
Just
on the
got,
loser side.
just got kind of out footsied in the end, and I mean,
Yes.
what can you do? I mean, you
Narrowly,
just have to
but
play
yes.
better.
I
honestly.
agree. I agree.
Just play better.
That's the answer. It's just funny how that is the answer. Yes, but how do I play better? Well, you know, let's look at the last 5 rotations and see what you chose and why that was a
Yeah,
bad
nudge
idea.
those gamer glasses down and sprint a little harder.
Yep.
Give a lean. Whatever it takes.
These guys are willing to go down to the wire on their drive gauge. Not a lot of respect being shown to that 3-bar threshold. Dude, Danny's like taking you
Yeah,
down
the double
to the dirt
burnout.
with him.
That was some re-US gameplay, right?
Okay, not the
Danny
optimal
burning
with
himself out to burn Jake out.
It's a good call. Geef, a pretty decent character in Burnout, all things considered, because of the 5-frame
Absolutely.
It's
This is
safe
gonna
here.
be safe. Okay, we're chilling.
-1, right? Yeah. Kind of weird situation, actually.
On burnout,
Huge.
right? Yeah, very weird.
You need this round as the oppositional player against Geef. He's one of those characters where, like Manon, like Rashid, you gotta kill him early.
Yeah, if he gets the first round, he doesn't have to spend any meter. And now that the SPD, or sorry, the level 3 is
Even the
so
level 2,
scary.
but they're all just so fucking good. All of his supers, except for level 1, are insanely good. The level 2 is a trash wake up, to be honest with you. The conversion you get to is nutty.
Okay, and even now, like, he's able to take. He's gonna take this with. Okay, I thought he was gonna spend level 2 there, but
Nice DP.
he's trying to save it here.
Yeah, it's just like, how do you do this, Jake Ryan? I think the best plan for Jake Ryan here is I need to bait level 2. And if Danny plays towards that enough, Jake Ryan could bring it back into his realm of possibility. No, checks him.
Ooh. Interesting. I assume that was going for a shimmy, which is a good read on
Right,
Danny's part.
right.
Part of that is Danny knows he has this level 3 for round 3, so really the offense from Ken is kind of neutered.
Yeah. Good on Jake to build bar, to spend that time getting some meter while Danny's already capped out.
That's a
So
great point.
He's definitely playing the long eye game, and I like it. That's where you need to be looking.
I wonder think he can even punish. Can Ken punish if he jumps back against an SPD?
He's just not practiced on that stand cruise perfect here. You saw that. The Splat here's going to have some scaling. Does Jin Rai scale additionally as well? I don't know. It seems like it would have moved. Yeah, not too much, especially the big body. The drive gauge is what's most important here. So now we're chasing the burnout. How's Danny escape? A sweep.
Sweep, of course, yeah.
Put back in by a DP, of course. Another sweep. Yep, another DP. No, it would have worked though.
Okay.
Level 3. He's going to walk forward CA.
Ooh, how do you set this up? Wow, what a stuff.
There it was. Nice backdash. Oh, it still got him.
Yeah.
So Danny aware of the
got
fact
him.
that he wants to mash backdash because that level 3 was so transparent.
I really
Danny
think,
just slides it out of the way just a little bit.
I think the hop knee was explicitly designed there to catch backdash. And
just that delay time is so perfect.
Yeah. Another thing that makes Danny so good, right, is he also recognizes when he needs to do something kind of crazy to overcome what's happening to get back in the round.
What was the move that he used to stay roundhouse at the beginning? We were like, what the hell is that? But there's always an angle. There's always an angle. Even if he's like, there is no angle, that in and of itself, from a man with so few angles, is
sort of
an angle.
That's part of the big bro aura.
Yes.
If the big bro fucks up, you just like question reality. You're like, what's going
tough.
on? There must have been a reason. He must be doing it.
He's not a mere mortal. Meanwhile, he's up there bleeding like, God, I hope he didn't notice. No, we didn't, sir. Not at all.
we
none the wiser.
We noticed. I noticed and thought way too much about it. That's true. That's the truth.
It's not a Band-Aid, it's a badge, and you meant to put it there. What a check from Jake Ryan. The trade was so fortunate to escape the shitty mix-up. Gets the low 4 DRC conversion to the corner. Should be enough to kill. Please spend. Oh, my God!
You don't need to spend. Come on, come on.
Precision from
This guy's a
Mr. Ryan.
professional player here. He knows what's going on.
I was practically begging him to. He said, no, sir. I'm going to kill him on the last hit. The big body, yes, sir.
You see that sweep from Ken coming out early here. That's probably an annoyance for Deep in this matchup. Difficult to punish at certain ranges.
What a bait. That's
But
tough.
Drive Rush SPD is going to work no matter what, right?
Oh, my God.
And
Danny's just so good at, like, the deep shit.
I'm surprised at how much value he's getting out of Hop Knee here. 'Cause I thought there was like a slight nerf to that.
You know, there's like a flow chart that you have to play at the baseline, and then like you kind of have to play it a little bit more straight as things become narrower. But it's funny with the grappler.
I like how we're not really talking because it looks kind of
Well, he's
inevitable, dude.
I'm sorry.
He's
Jake.
on the verge, and the knockdown drive rush pause. Stand like it. Stand like it. Pause.
Fuck, man. Yeah, no disrespect to Jake Ryan. I honestly was like, oh, this set's gonna go on for a while, so let me get into something here. No, it looks like another 3-0.
Yeah.
Danny making the statement that try again next week. I'll see you on Friday. Same time, same place.
There's just a lot to overcome.
How many times he won that? Production wants to know, and we will find out right now. Let's take a look at the stats real quick.
Stats, baby.
Jesus Christ, 65 times under his belt. The Salon rating towering over. Only Japan would that rating even be slightly suspect. That's insane.
I hate to point it out too, but
Please.
Jake added another notch to the second place.
That's
bell.
true. Sick.
14 times that. I mean,
Divisible by his player matchup.
look,
winning rating.
I feel like the only time that I won was when Jake beat Danny, I think, and knocked him down. I think
it's
it was
always
one
a
of
team
those,
effort
right?
to beat Danny. You have to like take him down.
That's
two
the
different
thing.
guys in the first to twos earlier in the bracket. Otherwise,
And then it's like kind of a toss-up who actually takes first, right? And it's kind of like the one who takes Danny down isn't necessarily the one who actually wins the tournament. So, you know, there's a lot of things you got to do. To get there.
Danny's the boss at the end. I mean, if you make it to second place, you basically won.
You won Salon.
Danny is like, oh, by the way, I
Danny
live
in good
here
form
too.
right now, too.
6-0, crazy. Jake Ryan, 5-2, great job. Dak Josh really performed well, 6-2. Not so bad yourself at 4-2. How'd you feel about the Dak Josh one? What was it about that match that I got to ask that question?
There's a couple
PL,
things.
can you turn off that main setup? And you probably already did.
I think number one is he made some good Yomi adaptations in just like recognizing when I was shimmying or throwing or whatever, and he was introducing a lot of things like wake up low forward, or just
Right.
even like in a -2 situation doing a low forward to catch my walk back,
Right.
that kind of thing. That really made me question things. He had a good read on his own
What do you mean
offense.
by question things? Like, what does that mean? There's a lot
Well,
of work happening there with those words. I'm
it-
not sure.
Yeah. I mostly what I mean is it made me think, and I think I'm mostly a kind of just play by feel guy. And as soon as I have
Right.
to think, sometimes it's easy to get in my own head a little bit. But
Right. Oh, you know what? I would say
Yeah.
you're a little cerebral, but
I'm cerebral outside the game. In the game, it's fucking.
that's
just
I mean, it can work
zen.
against you
Yeah.
just the same. It's a you're very analytical, but then you feel like you get some analysis paralysis there when somebody throws you a curveball. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I will say the other thing is I made some crucial mistakes in the last game specifically.
What did you do? What are you going to sleep at night thinking about?
The big one is first round last game. I had a combo that I could have killed, and I didn't route into the super.
Oh,
Instead,
you're right.
I did the wrong route, and I couldn't use the super anymore. I just kind of forgot. I just dropped it. Yeah. I mean, I didn't drop the combo, but I dropped the round.
Right.
Right. And he was able to just level 2 and bring it back. So.
Motherfucker. Rashid, as he does. Dakshosh putting the chairs away, thanks.
Yeah, you cannot give like any of these top 8, even like top 12 players.
It's
you
a
can't
mix.
make a mistake against them like that.
The first
They
two
will
is
make you
dangerous
pay.
now. That's
Yeah,
right.
they'll absolutely make you
You got to
pay.
play with so much respect, and it's so doable. I'm not trying to disrespect these guys. Oh, yeah, we got a Salon Series
Ooh.
summer here, the summer quarterly $4,000 prize pool with the full top 8 payout. That means everybody that makes top 8 makes some money. Top 16 is all first to 3. That includes all of top 8, which is going to be streamed. We won't stream all of top 16, but it's all first to 3 in the first place.
Didn't
so
you stream top 16
we'll
all
stream
of it
quite
last time?
Quite a
Yeah.
bit of it is worth streaming,
Okay,
but we
okay.
do miss quite a few matches as well. Unfortunately, it's just a matter
Yeah.
of time. Since if we weren't running full first to 3 during top 8, then it would be feasible to stream everything.
Mm-mm.
But since it's all first to 3, we got to
Well,
kind of wrap it up.
When's the B stream coming? Or do you guys not
B
have
stream?
the bandwidth for that? Maybe? I don't know.
I
Yeah.
can't confirm nor deny any of that action, but I can say that doors open 2 p.m. at Pacific time, whether that's PST, PDT. That's for those that wake up at appropriate hours to decide, not for me. Again, doors open 2 p.m. and then
You
the
figure it
bracket
out.
starts 4 p.m. So you get 2 hours of warm-ups. Most importantly, September 13th. That is a Saturday in September. 1923 First Avenue. One of the most important things, it's not First Avenue South. It's just First Avenue.
Is
There's
that a
an-
common mistake? Is that a-
You don't even want to talk to me about
What?
that.
Hold on. What's at First Avenue South? What's there? Is that the gum
There's
wall
a
or something?
whole. You have no clue, bro. You literally. You would be like. It would be so funny if it was like something awful, and the truth is that it is. So. Please come here and not to 1923 First Avenue.
Although
it's not dangerous. It's just different.
Although if you're
brother.
looking for a good time, also try First
some
Avenue
adventure
South.
first.
Yeah.
You do have 2 hours before
Yeah.
the bracket starts at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Anyways,
just make
challenge-
sure you check in before you get into whatever you
Please let me know you're there, so at least we know where to send. Anyways, challenge.com/Salon Quarterly 5. You'll be fine. Again, challenge.com/Salon Quarterly 5. We are going to send it out to a raid on somebody who's the target choice. What is it?
Knuckle do.
All right, let's get it going.
Let's go.
Let them, shout us out, but in a very polite and underhanded way so we don't get banned. Thank you all for watching. We'll be here next Friday for another $175 showdown. Peace.